Friday night is here again, everyone. And once again, it's Darth Castle open mic time, and we would be honored if you would join us. We have a full panel this evening, but here, as always, my cohort, Rodney the Punisher Jones.
What is up, people? Let's do it.
We also have some special guests in the house, but first we go to the usual suspects. We have from the Savage Land, our life coach and technical advisor, Mr. Sinister, Ryan Penny.
What's going on, life coach?
Yeah, like, you didn't know that you're the life coach, right?
You've been a life coach for a few
You've been
weeks,
a life
man.
coach for about a month, man. You didn't know that?
You didn't get your check.
I'm really observant.
You're fired. Also from Halloween, we have Mr. Fett, the Paradox Nerd. How are you today, sir?
What's up, guys? How you doing? Good evening, everyone.
And now we have my personal hero who obtained Dream Piece number 2 for Darth Vader, Soprano style. We have Mr. Artem, also known as Weapon X.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me back on again.
And our special guest this evening, live from Gotham, aka Kansas, we have the Batman statue collector, Mr. Chris Michael. Welcome and thank you for joining us this evening, my brother.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here. This is awesome.
Oh, appreciate it. So everybody, we got New York Comic Con looming in the darkness. Sorry about my ink on my hands.
I was gonna say, did you choke out a Smurf or something?
That's Medusa Venom. Don't worry about that. So what we expecting to see, what's going on? How's everybody feeling? New York Comic Con next week.
Actually, I'm really excited. I've been going to New York Comic Con for like the past 5-6 years, and every year it gets better and better and better. They did such a good job with kind of spreading out the crowds now, because now they have Madison Square Garden, Hammerstein Ballroom, and a whole bunch of places outside the con where you could kind of visit and check out like the panels and everything. So the number one thing that we a lot of people that went to the con worried about was the amount of people that's fitted inside the Jacob Javits Center, because it was getting really crowded at one point. But when they opened up MSG for panels and Hammerstein Ballroom and a whole bunch of other places, it just kind of made it so much better, and it's not as crowded as it usually is. There's a lot more vendors now. I mean, you're getting last year we had First Four Figures can't come out, and they seriously had such an awesome booth. And it was actually a surprise because I was just kind of randomly walking around and I ran into First Four Figures, and I thought that was really cool. And I met Chucks and the rest of the crew, and they were all really cool, and they kind of showed off a lot of their statues. And I ended up pre-ordering the Metal Gear Solid statue there. And then Sideshow always has a presence. And then now this year they have XM Studios Chronicles Collectibles along with Sideshow. It's just going to be an amazing event. And I think a lot of collectors are going to be very happy with, I guess, what they're showcasing this year. I mean, a lot more TV shows. You got Daredevil. You got, a whole bunch of other panels that's showing up. So it's really good. Going to be really awesome this year. If anything, I've been to San Diego Comic-Con. This is probably the second best con out there for, statewide.
Well, it's gonna be my first big con like this. We used to go to just regular comic book when they were just comic book conventions back in the day. Now they got all these celebrities and stuff showing up. So, I'm not big, Batman collector, but I can't wait to see that the XM Batman piece. What you think, Chris?
I am just so excited to see it painted. I know that I don't know if you saw on my page, but there was some pre-painted Scarecrow and Riddler. So we kind of got a taste of what the paint's going to look like, and I thought it looked really good.
Wait, Riddler or was it Two-Face?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It was Scarecrow and Two-Face. You're right.
It looked good.
It looked good. I'm probably in the minority. I actually like just the prototype. I like that gray. I just think it looks cool.
I like that too.
And
I'm with you. Yeah.
It just speaks to me, and so I'm actually more interested in that smoky effect one they're going to do with the Batman in color, and then all of the villains in kind of a smoky effect. So I'm really hoping they have that there. I don't know. Ang Sing hasn't said. I don't think if that one's going to be there or not, but I know the full color one will be. So
I wonder if there's going to be any difference in price due to the paint job or not. I was wondering about that.
I have not heard one way or the other, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be about the same. And I think unless the smoky one, I think it might have less pieces made maybe of it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. And I would think it'd still have paint on it. It'd still be grayscale, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be painted in some way. But again, I just like the plain gray one. So I am definitely going to try to make that part of my collection.
Nice.
Hey, Batman, I can't. I mean,
that's a big
Chris.
move.
I mean, I don't want to call you
me
Batman,
Bruce.
Chris.
Yeah, call me Bruce. Yeah.
But,
they call me Bruce.
That's right.
I mean, like, to be honest, like, I can't wait because I mean, for me, that's a little bit out of my price range. But if you get it, I'm looking forward to that unboxing and review, man. That'll be such an awesome piece for your collection.
I'm just going to have to, kind of rethink some of my collection. I'm rethinking some of my pieces right now, selling a couple pieces because I know that I'm going to, it's expensive, but man, just what an epic piece that is. Yeah,
that blew me away. I think when we first aired it in our chat, it was a couple weeks ago. I think we're all like our jaws dropped, and that was just such an amazing piece.
Yeah, just beautiful. I'm so excited you guys get to see it in person. That's awesome.
Yeah,
can't wait for that, man.
Yeah.
It would be nice if they had both versions so we can just kind of compare and contrast, side by side.
The dream and the painted,
Yeah, I just hope we get to see both versions before they do the pre-order.
Yeah,
because I feel like if everybody orders the color and then they come out with the smoky and like people like that one better, I just hope they show both to begin with.
Well, that's
Matt Collector.
Yeah, we welcome Matt Collector to the house. Might take a second.
He's probably.
We holding pattern for you, Mac. Don't worry about it. But I want to see that Deathstroke, that Samurai Deathstroke. That's the one I'm looking forward to seeing the most.
Yeah, I think I feel like that's one of their best pieces they've ever done. Beautiful paint. Cool. And I'm not a giant fan of the samurai stuff. I mean, I appreciate the art of it, but I feel like that one, I feel like it kind of transcends. Like, I feel like even if you don't like the samurai stuff, I feel like you could have that piece in your collection and be fine. I just think it's really cool looking.
Will this be your first XM piece, Chris?
The Sanity would be my first. It would. I'm considering, definitely getting some more. I'm just, like I said, I'm kind of at a transition of trying to figure out where I want to go with my collection, but Sanity will probably be my first one.
Yes. Welcome to the real world.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm actually, because I really don't have any Prime 1 pieces, and I know Batman, you have a lot, and I'll be curious to see how you would compare in terms of quality and paint jobs in terms of between the XM and the Prime 1, because that's always been a toss-up between what is the best statue company out there in terms of quality and
Yeah, I mean, I think most people know me as a Prime 1 guy mostly because, I really love those Prime 1 pieces. But it's still amazing to me when I look at Sideshow and I have all those classic premium formats from the original comic book line.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I look at those and they're just so beautiful. And then I look at the Prime 1 and they are so beautiful, but they're so different. Like, they're just, I can't ever describe. There's the materials they use is different. The paint applications are different, but they're both so well done, in my opinion. And so I'm excited to get an XM piece too to compare, especially like paint apps and things like that. I think it's going to be something that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Of the new Prime 1 pieces that come out, or maybe you should say overall, like, what Prime 1 pieces do you plan on pre-ordering or have on pre-order right now?
I think I have 8.
Prime 1?
Eight or so Prime 1 pieces.
Shit.
Let me close in this corner right here.
Yeah.
I only have 2.
I think I might have a problem. Help me, please. I'm finishing out the Arkham line. I've got the rest of the villains. I've got Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Joker, Catwoman, and Killer Croc. So I feel like those are my favorite pieces that are coming out next. I get Scarecrow in on Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that with somebody else. Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. always wanted a Scarecrow. I can't believe other companies haven't really made him, so I'm really excited about that. And then I also have a number of the movie pieces, that's kind of the area I'm kind of debating whether I want to do the movie pieces anymore or not, because I really like what they've shown with the comic pieces. Like Dark Knight 3, I love that. I did order Batman Who Laughs, which is
wow.
that is a phenomenal piece. I just think it's one of their best ones they've done. And then I have all 4 pre-ordered of the Hush line. I probably will cancel Superman, just because I feel like it's a great statue, but I just don't feel like it necessarily fits in with my collection.
I hear you.
So I've got quite a bit, but like I said, I'm really kind of just deciding whether I'm going to cancel a couple here and there, because I'm not going to be able to afford it all. I can't do it.
So, Chris, can I ask you, have you ever ordered from Prime One, or do you always get it straight from Sideshow?
I've always got it straight from Sideshow, just because of the shipping. I am in the U.S.
And the rewards.
And the rewards. The only one I'm considering getting from them is I've already ordered the Arkham Knight Joker, and that's a grail piece for me. But if you buy it from Prime One, you get the little Scarface that you can only get with them. And so I may end up canceling. I did talk to Prime One to see if that'd be the best way to do it, and the shipping wasn't awful. And then in Prime One, in talking with some of the people there, they are constantly trying to get shipping lowered because they understand that it's a lot of money for other countries to ship to them. But they said, even right now, even for them, it's just best to go through Sideshow.
Yeah, I was surprised at how low Two-Face was when I ordered it from Prime One, because I was expecting it to be a lot more. I mean, it was still more than Sideshow, but
was it over 200?
No, it was like 180 or 170 or something.
See, I don't think that's that bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad. And it was during their summer sale thing.
Yeah.
And I put it on payment plan, and it came out to be less than retail, including the shipping. So
that's awesome. Congratulations. That's
nice.
I remember, I think we talked a little bit about that. Just that Two-Face is one of the favorites in my collection. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You're
Still
gonna love
gotta wait till December, but yeah, I'm excited for it.
That's awesome. You're gonna love it.
Hey.
What's up, Mac? What's happening, brother?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, y'all?
We checked out that Captain America review you put up today, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching that at lunch.
Yeah, what'd you guys think?
I was eating Taco Bell and watching it.
Yeah.
You made PJ order it again.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Did he really?
Hey, man.
Oh my god.
You got Captain America coming, don't you, PJ?
Yeah, I don't want to say anything.
No.
I don't want to make it a pattern here.
It is a pattern.
Is it that easy to persuade you, PJ?
Just a video.
But no, seriously, I have to. I draw the line.
Right.
When XM Hulkbuster comes in, I can't. I just
Yeah, right.
I draw that line right
We
there.
shall see.
We want to take some bets. Let's start a poll.
Yeah, but those close-ups got to me, man. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful piece and look good right next to Black Widow. So
And you didn't have any scuffs on your shield either. I noticed that Jem had some scuff. He had like a black scuff or mark on his shield.
That's what I noticed. He had a little black mark on it. I don't have that.
That would piss me off, especially when it's so visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
It
take
is.
a magic eraser right to that.
Is he
Yeah.
gonna try to get another one?
yeah, I heard he's trying to get another one. So
Oh, was he? Oh, good.
yeah, he's getting a replacement, I think. So
That's good to hear.
It's good.
But I was gonna say is that I know Chris that you collect a lot of the Arkham line. Have you played all the Arkham games or
Yes, sir.
which one is your favorite?
My favorite is Arkham Knight. I really
Knight.
like the story. It makes me mad that it's the final chapter. I wish that they would keep going.
Yeah.
Which I have not played Spider-Man yet, but it feels like Spider-Man is just another Arkham.
Yeah.
Just the playability of it just looks very similar. But I just really like the story and I love the graphics. Just phenomenal. And Arkham Origins is really good too, story-wise.
Yeah. I played the first Arkham, and then I played Arkham. What was the second one?
Arkham City was second.
Arkham City.
Yeah.
So Arkham City, and then I went to Arkham Origins, and I thought that was like pretty weak, and then I was just like, and
Well, The problem is the graphics I felt like were very weak, and that took me out of the game. Going backwards, but the story itself was very good. That might be something if you just go back and watch the cutscenes, because the story, if you don't play it, the story is really good.
Oh, okay. I have to check it out because I was like in the mode I beat the first one, the second one, and then went to Arkham Origins. I had like a stall because I couldn't get into it as quickly as the other games.
Yeah, it's kind of has a slow start, but like I said, just watch the clips and you'll love it. It's great.
And then move on to Arkham Knight.
And then move on to Arkham Knight. Yeah.
Are they both the same graphics engine?
I think Arkham Knight or Arkham Origins.
Well, I meant the Spider-Man versus the Arkham Knight.
Oh, I don't know. It seems like it.
Yeah.
Use Unreal Engine or.
Yeah, I mean it just everything I've seen, it looks very, very similar. I mean, I'm sure the Spider-Man is an upgrade to it, but
right.
Just very cool. Have you guys played the Spider-Man yet?
Yeah, I played it, and comparing it to our Arkham, it's very similar in terms of like the fighting styles and stuff, like jumping around. And what's different is that obviously Spider-Man swinging around, and I felt that was you really feel like you're Spider-Man swinging around the city.
That's awesome.
And I think prior Spider-Man games you never felt like that. It was always kind of like choppy or linear. This one is like free roaming and kind of do whatever you want kind of thing. It's really cool. I really like it. So
that's awesome. I've been debating whether to pick it up or not, but
I think you won't be disappointed.
I'd say it's a definite pickup.
Yeah,
I think if you like the Arkham style, you'll like that game. You get lost in it real quick. So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
There goes another $60. Jeez.
Need a PlayStation first.
Yeah. I'm holding out for Red Dead Redemption at the end of the month.
Don't remind
that's gonna
me.
be a good one.
Oh my goodness.
Thing's over like 100 gigs, isn't it?
It is?
Yeah, man. That game is serious.
That's craziness.
It literally evolves around you. Like, they building buildings and you come back and the building is erected. You know what I mean? And they say you can like interact with everything, every building you can go in and everything. So,
oh wow.
Yeah.
Is it gonna all right, cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, I was gonna ask you, Thor, did you guys see the Vader trailer for the VR?
Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't want to get too far in it because I know I probably ain't gonna be able to see it because I don't have no VR thing, so but, it looked like it's pretty sick.
And it's canon, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's canon. So whatever like the whole storyline is, it's canon, supposedly. I don't know when it takes place, but it's canon.
This is for which, PJ?
It's the Vader, it's like a VR like series that you get to kind of I don't know if
it's for PlayStation?
I think it's for the Oculus Rift, but
it's probably on Steam then.
Yeah, so I think the way they're doing it is that I think it's just more like you're watching it and you're just kind of like not really I don't know. I didn't watch too much of it, but it looks really cool. And the fact it's canon, so that kind of like draws me in more. I just gotta find like a good deal on Black Friday for Oculus Rift.
Yeah, now that might be doable, but I ain't rushing out to go get that shit.
But you know what? VR is actually kind of scaring me because I don't know if you guys watch Altered Carbon on Netflix.
I love that show.
Holy crap.
That's a great show.
Oh my goodness. I was like, kind of like, oh my gosh, is this where like the future's like heading towards? Like freaking.
Well, I mean, that's like a huge theory that exists that what we're currently in is like a alternate reality, like a virtual reality, that like what we're living in right this second.
Yeah,
wild.
Like a Matrix.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, like I guess I don't know. I don't want to get too nerdy. So let's
get nerdy, man. I'm with you too, man. I mean,
they need to send some agents in here and take care of these damn statue prices. You know what I mean?
It's weird, man.
Yeah, no, I hear Atim. I read into that where I think it was freaking Elon Musk that came up with that theory, right?
No, that's like a theory that's been out. He just talks about it a lot.
A lot more that we're like we're not really in real world. This is like a VR and a simulation, basically. You know?
like there's 1 in billions chance that this is like base reality.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah,
total recall.
nuts.
Yeah,
It's totally nuts. Yeah.
What was the name of that show?
Altered Carbon. Chris, you have to watch it. You know, it's
Sounds like you.
it's kind of freaky
Yeah, it's
because
on Netflix.
it's on Netflix, and they kind of mesh all the like clones and VR and all this theories all into one, like
Sounds like that DSX game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
sounds
don't watch it
interesting.
with your kids.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of violence
guys
and
see-
sex.
Did you guys see?
That's why
Upgraded?
PJ. Now we know why.
Surprisingly, I watched it with my wife. My wife was like, she's the one who wanted to watch it, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, I burned through it with my wife too.
Yeah, it was.
Actually, I left her behind at one point because she was doing schoolwork, and I just like, she's like, "Wait for me." I was like, "Sure," and I was like, I
yeah.
don't know what happened.
Did you guys watch Upgraded?
I haven't
No.
watched that yet either.
Which one?
That was awesome.
I hear this
Upgraded?
faint voice. Do you guys hear that?
Oh, shit, here we go.
Such a butthole.
Just kidding. No, what are you talking? I actually didn't hear what you said. Have I heard of what?
No, there's a movie called Upgraded that just came out like I don't know.
Oh yeah, with the dude from yeah. He was in Spider-Man. He played the first Shocker in the Spider Homecoming movie, right?
Yeah.
That same guy. Yeah. I heard that was pretty good.
Wow, what a weird, character reference.
What?
What's that?
I
What
didn't even realize that he played the first Shocker.
Oh
Wasn't
yeah.
that Jamie Foxx? Is that who y'all
No,
talking
that
about?
was Electro.
Electro. He was
No
in
one's
all
Oh,
that.
talking
Electro.
Jamie
Oh,
Foxx.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
No, Jamie Foxx was Electro, and that was the
Oh, okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. So, what about Sideshow, y'all? Where y'all looking forward to seeing from Sideshow at New York Comic Con?
Matt,
My
So
Prime
then-
One Pieces.
They said they're gonna announce some new stuff on Sideshow Live. They said they're gonna have some first looks at some new stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean I know this isn't gonna happen, but I would love for them to have a statue to go with that new print that they showed that
Speaking of that,
I
Ryan,
know that-
can
I know
you
that's
show
not
us
happening, but
the print,
that would really I might
Which one?
see myself if they
the Punisher print that
Yeah.
Sideshow put up?
Oh, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, man, I'm getting it. Hopefully they
That's a
got a
nice looking
statue to go with it. But yeah, they're saying they're gonna show some first looks at stuff. So hopefully, maybe I get to see Odium, that new Court of the Dead piece. Hopefully they show that.
Yeah.
Do we
But
think we're gonna? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just real quick. I'm sorry, Batman. But basically, I think
Just calm down.
That's so
I was
funny.
gonna call him Batman. Because he is Batman. Batman statue collector. I'm gonna call him Batman. if you don't
Oh
mind.
God!
Just call me Bat for short.
Bat.
It's
All
like,
right, Bat.
yes.
So basically, I think the Court of the Dead doesn't have a big presence in New York Comic Con because their booth is not that big. Surprisingly, I think we looked at it last week. XM Studios booth is bigger than Sideshow's
Yeah.
in terms of square footage, and that's kind of crazy to think about it. But from what I heard, they were teasing. There were. Someone said on the groups that their Mr. Freeze might be making.
Oh, you got my attention now.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's my favorite Batman villain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard Mr. Freeze should be there. So we'll still see.
Thanks, PJ, for killing my hope for Court.
No, you know what though?
Killer of
No,
dreams.
so who knows? It might be the only piece there. So we'll see. But they don't really bring out too much Court of the Dead pieces. They only, if anything, they'll bring one out.
Actually, you know what though? Halloween, they probably would do this spooktacular thing if they were gonna do Court.
Oh,
There you go. Hold on, hang on.
I can't wait to get some free money from Sideshow.
I know.
That's my favorite.
So,
That-
Rodney, will you be purchasing this?
Yeah, I'm getting this print. I'm not getting the frame, but I am getting.
I'm
this
about to
print.
say, we talking frame or no frame?
No, I think the frame. To be honest, I think the frame is like a waste of money. You're better off going somewhere else.
No, I'm not doing another
Price.
100 just for the frame. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna get the print though. Absolutely.
I always
Yeah.
get nervous about glass transfer, going across the states too.
Yeah. hopefully the statue, if they're working on one, matches this or is similar to it. Please don't do another Olivetti thing. Like if it's another Olivetti thing or it's another Beefcake Punisher, I won't get it. But
now, Chris, here's a good recommendation for read for you. They had a Punisher Batman crossover back in the 90s, and if you ain't never read that, you want to check that. Yeah, it was two. DC made one and Marvel made one. The Marvel one I think was better, but yeah, you definitely want to check that out.
Is it a graphic novel?
It was like a one shot, like both of them did. Like the Marvel one had Bruce Wayne and the DC one had Azrael.
Because it was right around that breaking of the bat.
Yeah, but it was good. Yeah, it was really good.
Joker and Two-Face working together, and it was
right up my alley right there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, here's my question to the people that's attending New York Comic Con, and that's rolling. We're all rolling together. So, what is your first choice to go? Like, as soon as the door opens, where are we going? XM or Sideshow?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Looking at the map, XM way in the back somewhere. So I believe Sideshow will be close in vicinity. So
No. The doors are kind of random. Like it's actually yeah. So there's all entrances to get to whatever. But it's your choice. It's your choice. You let me know.
Prime One gonna be there? I ain't even know.
I said no Prime One.
No. Prime One. Prime One has more of a presence in San Diego because they have their
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you guys have to let me know where we're going.
Well, before we go on, we ain't checked the chat yet, man. We gotta check the chat.
All right, I got you. So we have Taylor Alexander Cassidy, Tack. We've Comic Spectre. What's up? Archangel, X-Men exclusive, Jeff Morris. Some newbie named Packy Smith.
That idiot.
What the hell?
Yeah, Cat Dad 776.
Well, Cat Dad sent us something to check out today, so that's what we got.
Yeah, Ed Dude, Red Hood, Whiplash Collective. What's going on, Steven?
Oh, Steven.
Yeah,
shout out to Steven. He did an awesome job with the Prime One coverage.
Agreed.
Oh my goodness.
The measurements,
the detailed video. He did an awesome job. Seriously, Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'd like to say thank you again because he's filmed some extra stuff for me that I haven't put on my channel yet. So thank you again, Steven. Amazing coverage.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
We also got Bat Force Times. Let's see. We got Martin Spice.
Oh,
we've got Jeff Morris, Fast Rod.
Oh,
Joe Miller. And I think I skipped somebody. No. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
What's up, everybody in the chat?
Guys.
If I miss anyone, apologies.
Yeah.
So back to your question, PJ. I don't know, man. Well, of course, I'm gonna gravitate toward the XM booth because I need to talk to the guy about some Star Wars stuff. So,
I do want to see that Ivy.
Oh yeah,
the XM Poison Ivy,
the samurai one.
Yeah, I really want to see that one in person.
I don't think they're gonna have. They're gonna probably have their 1/6 scale.
Shut up.
No. I mean, I know what's thing gonna be there. They said Deathstroke's gonna be there. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'll be most likely be there too.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see her.
Oh,
does that mean you're gonna get her? I must see her.
Take yourself off screen share. Right.
She's not a definite, but I'm leaning towards adding her to my list for next year. So far, my list is all Prime One, but she might go on there.
But Rodney, would you rather get that Poison Ivy or the Hush Poison Ivy?
That's.
I like the Samurai Poison Ivy.
No,
for some reason, I like it more because I wasn't a fan of the green skin, and so the Hush one and the one Sideshow has they have
green
the
with envy.
Yeah. And so this one, the Samurai one, it doesn't have the green skin. I love the way the vines go in between her and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
did you see George's review on her today?
Yo, George is getting a
statue
every second.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to check that
Yeah,
out.
you should check it out.
It's like a little
She looked
factory.
good.
over there.
She
Yeah.
looked good. Yeah.
I'm like,
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, it
Every
makes
time
me
I-
want to get it too.
every time
What if he does a giveaway on that one, Rodney?
Oh yeah. I'll jump in on that one.
Yeah.
I did. He did one that I jumped in on, but yeah, not the last one.
yeah.
We say PJ, you like that one?
No, I like the Hush one. I think the Hush one. I love the head sculpt on that one. I don't know. Just to me, it had like a little bit more presence. I'm like with Chris. I'm not really a big fan of like the samurai, even though it looks really cool. I don't know. I tried watching the Samurai Batman. I just couldn't get into it. So yeah.
That was a
The
shocker,
Batman
right? 'Cause
Ninja?
that thing-
The ninja. You talking about the
They're not based off.
I
of
mean,
X-Men.
Batman Ninja.
sorry. There's so many. The Batman. So.
Don't feel bad, PJ. That thing was painful to watch.
I actually liked the first half, but then as soon as it got to the middle, I thought it got really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the and this isn't to the anime or to the movie / anime or whatever it was. I like the XM's and I'm not a huge Batman fan, but I like the XM's. Was it Shogun or Samurai, where he's got the armor and
horse?
swords? No, the other one, the first one,
Samurai
Oh,
Batman.
the,
yeah,
the one
Samurai.
that wasn't worldwide. Yeah,
Samurai.
that one.
That's
What
good.
what I like about that one is there's so many switch outs. Like you can go from beyond the regular, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to have like the armor here. I like it because it's got a lot of options to it.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
can make him look like regular Batman too.
yeah, exactly. Like
And
there's
see,
like
that's
3
what I
head
didn't
sculpts or
want.
something.
Yeah, it's a cool piece.
I have the Prime One Batman New 52 on PO. But the other day I was kind of like, oh man, I kind of like that shit.
All y'all do.
Is it
Yeah,
called
me too.
Shogun, or is
Me
it called-
too. Me
Oh, that's
too.
right. Yeah, that's right. PJ and I. both
That's my
put it
quarter
together.
scale. I got it too. That's my
I
quarter
got it.
scale Batman.
Oh, it's
It
all
is
3 of us. My bad.
Beautiful piece.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. What? I heard the Sideshow Batman is shipping out soon. Anyone getting that? Okay.
I'm not.
Everyone's quiet.
It's kind of like-
Wow. I never heard that.
I thought it was a little bit of a stinker, to be honest. It wasn't like bad, but I didn't like the way the cape looked.
Well, we got to go to Chris on this one. Chris, what do you
Yeah.
think?
You know, it is.
First
It's an
Batman.
yeah, it is
Batman.
it's a cool piece. I don't like that it's so hunched over. And I'm still a little bitter because I have my OG line that they have not finished. They have not given me a Two-Face or a Riddler or a Killer Croc. I mean, they did get Killer Croc.
Right.
But you know, some of the Penguin, they haven't done the core characters, so I understand why they started the line back over because they have a new audience probably. But I don't love the new stuff. I haven't ordered any of the new line, and
I feel like I'm living the
unless
same
Mr.
life.
Freeze. Yeah.
Oh, that's how my friend is. I have and you guys are, the people going to con, you guys are going to meet him. So he's been a big DC guy, and he collected like the old school like statues, and he's been like, he got the Batwoman pre-ordered, and he was just kind of like trying to finish out the line, and next thing you know, like you said, they haven't finished it, and they're coming out with Batman and Superman again, and Wonder Woman, so
yeah, it's just kind of frustrating because that was always my plan, is that I would just have this big case of all of the villains. I wanted Batman surrounded by all the villains.
Yeah.
And again, I was really happy when they came out with Bane and Killer Croc. I think Bane especially is one of my favorite pieces. I love that. I just don't understand why they couldn't have kept it going because Bane was very popular. I know Killer Croc wasn't as much. I'm just hoping that the Mr. Freeze, if I like it, I'm hoping that it fits in with the OG line.
yeah.
Right.
I have my fingers crossed.
I feel your pain, bro.
Yeah.
You're right. That Batman kind of looks like he's got scoliosis or something, right? The way he's arched over.
Yeah.
It's
He's
crazy,
got like
too,
he
'cause
needs a
that-
back brace or something,
Yeah.
He's a little thick too,
Yeah, he's a little
looks like he's
bulkier
been-
than.
A lot of people didn't like the legs because it kind of looks like chaps.
Yeah.
And so people were, they kind of picked that apart too. So I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a cool sculpt, but it's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. I mean, that's a Martin Canale sculpt. You can't even tell that it's sculpted by him.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like it
And I-
doesn't even
and I
look
love
like
his
something
work.
he would sculpt. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'm a
amazing.
huge fan of him. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they do look like chaps. You're right.
But I just think it was just probably, I don't think it's his fault. I think it's just the art direction maybe of that line. They're trying to make it different, more realistic maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
all this added texture is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel your pain because I have the OG X-Men line, and
yeah.
you know, where's Beast? You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So stuff like that, you know, bugs me. But
So do you like the new X-Men pieces that they've been coming out with?
I feel the same way that you feel.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, it's like we're living like a mirror image life.
Yep.
Except I'm X-Men.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I think they're great pieces. I don't like them for me. I'm not going to collect them, but I love them. I think they're great. You know, kudos to everybody who's going to get them. You know.
Yep.
And then it doesn't hurt that these prices are, you know, absolutely insane.
Yeah.
You know, so that helps me too. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to Juggernaut though.
No Juggernaut,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Juggernaut and maybe Cable.
You get another Cable?
If Daniel Bell sculpted and it looked nice enough, I might. Probably not, but I might. I mean, that would definitely.
Well, let me know.
Would you sell that one, or would you keep it?
Damn it!
No, I keep both.
Don't worry, PJ. I'm not getting
I
it.
keep both. The X-Men one's going nowhere, dude.
Did they say that Daniel Bell sculpted it?
No, just kind of rumor. People think he's sculpting that or Gambit.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Gambit.
Not to pigeonhole Daniel Bell because he's super talented, but he seems to do lean bodies really well. But like,
wait, Rodney, clapping for the lean bodies? Or?
Is that a slow clap for lean bodies? Is that
That's now. I was clapping because that seems to lean in favor of a Gambit, and I want.
Yeah, you're right. I think he's.
I think Gambit or Nightcrawler, he would knock those out of the park. I mean, those would be untouchable statues if Daniel Bell sculpted those.
Oh man, just give me a Nightcrawler for God's sakes.
And I think the mid-range body size, that's more Will Harbottle. Those mid-range thickness to like the Thanos thick.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, which usually that's Martin Canale is like super thick. He makes his sculpts are like real beefy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's interesting how like they have like this, and again, I don't want to pigeonhole them. They could probably sculpt, you know, whatever they wanted.
I thought Bell did a great job in that Captain America. That's pretty thick.
Yeah,
we referred to Mad Collections on that one.
Right.
It's pretty thick.
In a few words.
Tell us more,
Bob. He's like,
I mean, look, his Thor is not lean at all. His Thor is thick too. Yeah, so
That's
clap it up for that, man.
Yeah, I don't even like Thor, and I ordered that one.
Yeah,
I'm not a Thor fan, but that thing was gorgeous.
Cool piece.
Yeah, that thing's super dope, man.
Yeah.
No, I think that Cap's done really well. Yeah, it. Like I said, that's like probably one of the best pieces that I think I've got from Sideshow, pose wise, all that. So colors are on it, or like I swear that thing's like flawless. Besides that little paint blemish that I got, the paint on it is really nice.
Oh, really? Thanks.
Yeah. High praise. That's high praise.
That's really high praise, especially we looking at Bane behind you.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that, man. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean the band. Yeah, seriously though, I don't know. I think you guys. I mean, whoever's got that, I think when you get it in hand, as long as the piece shows up good, I think you'll be happy with it.
I hope that when they do the Sideshow Gambit, that one of his arms is raising in the air, just so it'll shut Rodney up from making fun of the X-Men.
Yeah.
As long as both legs are on the ground, I'm cool.
Yeah.
What are you, like a freaking wizard? Like your legs are on the ground, you're pointing up? Come on,
Look, it's why you throwing an uppercut. All right, that's what I see when I look at it. So just let it go.
You are lucky that I'm wearing boxers right now and I can't jump. Because I would show you guys. I would show you guys.
No, please don't show us. Please don't show us.
I would show you guys.
Really weird.
You cut him off. What you whatever you drinking, stop.
Yo, it's Friday. I am getting comfortable. It's been
Pants off Friday.
Don't get too comfortable.
Pants off Friday.
Who didn't tell you it was naked open mic?
Come on, you guys are like acting. You guys never
It's Friday
done
night
like
open
walked around in
drawers.
your boxers. Come on.
Not on live stream.
Oh goodness.
What? I'm not gonna be standing up. Come on.
Who was that dude on American Idol? Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground.
Oh my god.
Like a clown with your pants on.
Yeah. But no, man, I'm just getting comfortable, man. You need to see from me from the waist up. You don't need to see me down.
Are you wearing a belly shirt? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm just being honest. You know.
Oh goodness.
Don't be too honest with us, PJ.
Hey, it's
You know.
better than I don't have anything from the waist down. You know?
We don't need to know any. We don't need to know any of that.
yeah.
I'm just saying, Ronnie. I will show you the damn.
No. I'm cool. I don't need to see.
No, we don't need to see that, PJ. We don't need to see that.
Or he will force choke
I
you.
think,
PJ.
I think the last time I tried that, I did have pajamas on. So.
PJ, this is not Batman Damned.
Yeah, right.
Oh, speaking of Batman, damn.
Oh my!
I've never I tried looking for that stupid comic book.
See,
the book. Oh.
See, PJ, I'm gonna tell you now. This ruins your credibility for judging.
No,
pretty
I'm just
things.
saying.
Because you're
Hey,
you're really looking for that comic so
Yo,
you can see
no,
his
that's
Twinkie.
all I'm thinking is about my kid's future. You know, if that thing will go up in price later down the line.
They're gonna see this video. and be scarred.
This just in. We got our boy Cat Dad. We also want to announce. We want to see everybody's collection. If y'all want to send us pictures of your statue room, we want to post.
Why don't we post it in the Darth Castle open mic too?
I did, and also we have a Darth Castle open mic group now on Facebook, and we need all of you viewers
to post our collection.
Yeah, no. We want to post it on here so that we can show it to the entire world.
We can still show it if it's on Facebook. Right?
We show them on Facebook after we put them on the show. You see, so now after this we put it in the group. So join the group, we put it in the group, then we put it on the show. Y'all got
This is the first reveal. This is the first reveal. Then it goes in the group.
Yeah, right. This is the first reveal, then it goes in the group. So
It pays to watch the show.
yes, it does.
There you go.
For instructions.
What about you?
Now go ahead.
Oh, do you have you selected?
Yeah, we got. Oh, he got the OG Thor.
So looks like he's got XM Cable, and I think that's XM Black Panther.
That original Spider-Man too in there.
Daredevil, Thanos.
Very
Black
nice.
Panther,
That's
XM
Silver
too.
Surfer Comic Cat, baby.
Yeah, he's got some classics.
He got Black Bolt, Mjolnir. Oh, he got the Mark 7 down there, all the way to the right.
Yeah, very nice collection. Very
Yeah,
clean.
man.
Very clean.
I like the
I
lighting,
love
too.
it. Love it. Love the
What's on top? I can't even tell. Looks like a
He's
couple
got
Supermans.
it's
Three
a
Supermans?
fan art Superman. One of them right there.
Is
Is that
the
a
one
Sentinel?
with-
I think that's the Sentinel all the way
I
to
think
the
you're
right.
right.
Yeah.
Do we know whose collection this is?
Yeah, it's Cat
This is-
Dad from the
Yeah.
chat.
Oh, yeah, great. That's awesome.
very,
Beautiful.
Very nice. Beautiful collection.
I love the lighting too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lighting's really
Yeah.
Nice and clean.
very clean.
I love that.
See, the thing is, like, he has those tumble
Zoom in on
doors.
that, bro.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
tumble
go to the
doors.
next page.
Oh, there's another
Here we
picture.
got one more pick here.
There you go.
There you go, Rodney.
Yeah. Extend punish.
Look like the World Series on the background too.
Wait, does he have two XM?
See that
Black
Magneto too?
And all the way in the back, you can see Gladiator Hulk.
Yeah, I like
King
that.
Hulk. That's King Hulk.
Well, he's got.
My bad.
It looks like he may have two Black Panthers, or maybe he has the XM one and the Sideshow one.
It is
I could
very
have sworn
possible.
in this
Tell
one.
us in the chat, Cat Daddy. You have two Black
Captain
Panthers.
America.
That is a beautiful freaking collection, man.
Mhm.
Beautiful collection.
Yeah, really well done.
Good setup.
Yo, I'm really digging that low profile bezel on that flat screen.
Wow.
Super
He
slick,
said,
bro.
"Screw the collection."
yeah.
Let me ask you guys.
Yeah.
All right, I want to know: have you guys lit the back part of your TV? Like, how do you guys do
Yeah.
that?
You
Yeah,
put
there's just
you put
LED strip.
LEDs behind them.
LED strips. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Try that.
Yep.
Yeah, LED strip, and it's a USB powered, so you just plug it into the USB port in the TV.
Oh, okay.
Word.
TV
Yeah,
cuts on,
that's
lights
neat.
cut on.
Yep.
He said he's only got one Black Panther. He just moved it.
Okay.
He got that
Full
mag.
professional cat dad.
XM Magneto.
Yeah,
And Cap.
that was my favorite one for a while.
Yeah.
What XM Magneto?
Yeah,
Wait, is that War Machine on top or Iron Patriot?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that two of the same one?
I don't know, man.
God damn it, Cat Dad, pick one. No, wait, maybe one's Iron Patriot and one's
Oh yeah. Remember they painted one gray,
Yeah.
gray version,
Yeah,
and
the
then the red,
War
white,
Machine
blue.
variant. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Okay.
variant. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that King Hulk though. Damn, that's a beautiful piece.
oh, it's nice.
Got a great looking collection there, Cat Dad.
nice.
So,
Big congrats, my brother.
I like that space.
Yeah,
Space, so I could put all my stuff.
Was that Electro down there? XM Electro too behind the motorcycle.
I don't know. You keep zooming out.
Sorry, Rob.
I'm getting dizzy.
I'm thinking, all right, we're gonna see it right.
Is this better?
There it is.
I don't know. PJ's the one with the drinks. You might be messing him up.
No, he'll
You know
stand
I'm
up and
drinking.
flash
Maybe
that
I'm
for you.
smoking up. Yeah, but that's I wonder. Yeah, that's a nice.
I like he's got that custom Cap shield and the Thor's hammer is pretty cool.
Yeah.
over there on Thanos. Yeah,
On Thanos. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, and
that's
Iron Man's helmet too.
See the hammer in the wall? I always like those. Those are kind of cool.
yeah.
Oh
those
yeah,
are
it's
cool.
in the wall. Yeah, wow.
Those are neat. You can get some to light up too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them do. Yeah.
Actually, watching Steven's Whiplash Collector's video on the Prime One thing last week, they had like some alien like heads on the like you can hang on the walls. I'm thinking about getting one.
The bus.
I didn't like the second one, the one that was look, it wasn't all the way out. You know what I mean? I didn't like that one as much, but I like the other one, the one where you can see its skull. That was
PJ,
dope.
you don't need that, PJ.
No,
Yeah, you don't need that in your life, bro.
I don't know, man.
You
Yeah,
want
that's-
statues, bro.
It's
I
too
know.
late. He saw the video. He's gonna get it.
I was
They
thinking like
focus,
maybe
bro.
I was thinking like maybe it would be like like the aliens like killed like like they have like the animal, what's it called, those taxidermy animal like
Yeah, like a trophy.
yeah like a trophy, so it would be like that but not really.
PJ's
Wait.
gonna have it one day.
Tim, I have to ask you, man, what
Yeah,
is
go
up
ahead.
with there is like what's freaking me out is the
The
lights
ceiling?
up in your ceiling. Is that like
Yeah. Do those twinkle?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
think it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
fiber,
cool as hell.
fiber optics.
That is really cool.
Really
that's
cool.
so cool, man.
I've been thinking that the whole show. I'm like, that is the coolest ceiling I've ever seen. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Just to let
I've been-
everybody know, next week when we go up there, we're gonna be doing a room tour of our Tim's setup when we get there. So just let y'all know.
That's
yeah,
cool.
I'll have some
The
pants
Master
on.
Chief. Is that a statue or is that a bust for that Master
It's
Chief?
just a helmet.
Oh, that's just the helmet from the game.
Oh, okay.
From Halo 3.
Cool.
Okay.
And he made that himself up there on the ceiling.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
You
really
made that?
cool.
Yeah.
Serious?
Really? Hold up.
Oh,
You
wait.
need, you need to post a video how you did that, bro.
He also made his own
Honestly,
Magneto helmet. And everything.
Yeah, honestly, man, I really should have made a video, and I just didn't. I just didn't think that anybody would care.
Well, I know a lot of pot smokers that would love that.
Yeah.
You make backgrounds and stuff. I might.
Oh, nice. That's why Tim
Yeah,
is.
Tim, we're gonna have a nice time next week, bro.
Oh, Oh goodness.
That's right.
Wait a minute.
So,
Hey,
That's hilarious.
yeah, right.
It's all so much clearer now.
Oh, so much. So, hey, Chris, I wanted to ask you this, man. What'd you think of that Batman versus Superman, the sideshow piece?
I think it's pretty good. I think that I probably would have liked it better if it was a sculpted cape. I just don't know. I feel like the fabric capes for some reason cheapen it a little bit on that piece. But I do like. I feel like, and I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Thomas Nielsen, if you guys know him. But I think he said that would be the perfect piece to introduce Superman into my collection because it's that combo piece. It is definitely on my radar. It's not a priority for me at all, but it's something I might pick up down the line. I really want to see it in hand first, see the paint and everything. But it's a cool statue. I mean, I love those dioramas. I think they're awesome. Especially the Hulk and Wolverine. You know, some of those are amazing.
Well, let me ask you, and I don't know, people were talking about it in the forums that the pose was similar to the Hulk versus Wolverine. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I don't,
Yeah,
a little bit, but it doesn't. I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all.
I don't like the exclusive head with the weird lasers on his eyes.
I just wish they showed a little damage on him.
On who?
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah, I would like to see some damage on it.
On Batman or both?
Either one, both. Either one.
Yeah. Speaking of Sideshow DC stuff, I mean, when is Wonder Woman going to drop? Is that coming out soon?
I think I still got like 4 payments on it.
Oh, okay. So not.
So I think it's like February-ish or something.
Oh, okay.
If I'm remembering right.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what do you guys are looking forward to? Like, are you guys having any upcoming statues that's coming in anytime soon? For me,
yes, I do.
Did anyone change any of their POs as well?
Yes, we did.
well,
You said change your PO.
How dare you not do a live cancellation either, bro?
I know. I'm ashamed of myself.
Unbelievable.
Well,
yeah, go ahead, man.
Tim did a Sopranos like a deal for your boy this week. Exchange. You got to tell us how that went too, Tim. He obtained Dream Piece number 2 for Lord Vader, the ARH Studios Medusa Curse of Abuse. And Vader had to give a few pieces of the axe. So, they will still be obtained. Fear not, Rodney. They will still be obtained, you see. Yeah. But when you get this piece at this price, they all had to hit the road.
Are you going to say which pieces those were?
They are irrelevant now. You see,
Shame?
Shame.
No.
Is shame a part of the dark side? I don't remember.
You will feel different, Rodney, when you look her in the eyes. Well, don't look in the eyes. You see, but
is Kier? You need to get rid of Kier.
Yes, he did.
She had to go, man. She had to go, bro.
And another one.
Yo,
and something else, PJ.
What else did you get rid of?
Thor split. Just Thor and Kid. That's it.
Wait, Thor?
Yeah.
Guys, but look at the glory.
Yeah. Look at the man. Hold on, hang on.
It's nice.
Yeah. Do you see the horror on this man's face?
Can we do? Yeah, damn.
Yes.
That is sexy. That's
and you can remove the plates from the body.
This is gonna be funny with how scared you are of snakes. This is gonna be funny.
That is crazy.
Absolutely huge.
Yeah, that thing is gigantic. You
don't think that's gonna fit in your K-Lax?
You know what? Yeah. He just measured it, and it'll fit. It'll fit.
Yeah.
I didn't think so just looking at it, but yeah, it will. Yeah. So, I've been after that piece. All jokes aside, I've been after that piece for a long time. And you look on eBay and stuff, they talking about 2,000 and 3,000. Yeah, so you get it for like under 1,000, and you got it.
How much was it when it first came out? Like, was it?
It was 500 or 600, I think.
Damn.
So.
That's ARH, right?
ARH, yeah. And
it's been out like 10 years.
It was 2012 it came out, I think.
Yeah, 6 years,
Yeah, 6 years. And they made 2, but it was actually the variant, that was the one I really, really wanted, but like it's only 7 of those, so it's like almost impossible to find that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are
So
they around anymore? ARH, is they around? Are they around?
we looked at it last week. They are still around. I guess they was about to release like a Cleopatra or something. And
You know what? I think
so they are still around. You know, we thought they had gone under or something, but no, I guess they haven't. But you know, that's the only one I wanted from, you know, at least so far.
Yeah, and it's amazing too because I showed a couple of like my friends. I said, hey man, I just picked this up for Thor or whatever, and they were like, yo, I cannot believe you got one that wasn't broken.
Really?
No brakes on it, nothing. Everything fits perfectly. It's clean. It's good. It's great.
And that's another problem with them because nobody wants to ship them. Like the guy that, you know, I got it from, nobody wants to ship it. He didn't have the box or anything. And like you said, a lot of them show up, you know, the snakes on the hair are broken or something is always broken.
The tip of the tail, like the rattle of the tail, that thing is so thin and sharp. I cannot believe that thing is not broken. Like that thing is so delicate.
You didn't have a box?
Yeah, no box. Bro.
No box, man.
Wait, how did you pick it up?
Take us through the whole experience, Hot Tip.
All right, so I met this guy.
Can you speak up a little bit too?
Oh shit.
So I met this guy.
He got a microphone.
And you wonder why I mess with you about why you.
And can you also talk about why iPhones charge so slow?
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna be stuck on 25% while I'm talking to you. The camera's running while it's charging. It's not gonna get it. But yeah, so I met this guy and he had all this stuff wrapped up in like this soft styrofoam wrap, and I just placed it on my back seat because I have like inverted bucket seats or tilted bucket seats in the back, so they weren't gonna slide around.
Yeah.
And then I got honked at the entire ride home, like maybe 10 blocks. Yeah, so it was 10 blocks away from me, so super close. But I mean, I drove
the longest 10 blocks of your life, right?
Yep.
Bro, I was so scared for this piece and for Thor, man. Like I just wanted to make sure that it was legit and good and everything was all right.
I appreciate you, brother. Really.
Yeah, man. Anytime, bro. Like I feel like when I started collecting, this is what the community used to be like, and I'm to keep that legacy going as much as I can.
Oh, thank you. No, seriously,
it's awesome to hear.
That's
awesome.
that's really good because you know I'm new to collecting myself for like a couple of years, 3 years, and I kind of seen the ugly side of it, you know, and to hear this, it's so promising, and this is why I wanted to get into collecting because you know I want to meet people. I mean, being in this panel alone is just, you know, it's such an honor and it's so cool, you know, to be talking amongst like collectors and, you know, just going to New York Comic Con because none of my friends collect, you know, they think like I collect toys, you know, they're like, oh, you collect toys, but yet now they're starting to collect Funko Pops. So, but long story short, it's really cool to meet you guys and talk to you guys. I think this is what I envisioned when I started to collect. So,
that's dope, man. Thank you.
Yeah. But seriously, that's a good thing.
And I don't know if anybody out there live in the New York area. Next Thursday, I'm gonna take this man out for a meal for obtaining said piece. So if anybody want to join us, that's cool.
Yo, I heard
we're gonna get the ribs and chicken.
No, I heard Thor was treating in Peter Luger's.
Somebody lied to you. I'm treating him.
What's that?
But yeah, man.
Yeah, whoever is in the chat, whoever is going to New York Comic Con, let's do a meetup, man.
Grub out.
Yeah.
I really wish I was going to that.
Yeah, Mac.
We wish you were too, bro.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, you guys, seriously, Mac and Chris and Ryan, next year is a definite.
I'm definitely going next year.
It's a definite,
Nice.
you know. You guys have houses to crash. You know, I live in Jersey, so, you know, I don't live.
I work for Hyatt. I can get some rooms.
PJ promises to wear pants.
I wear pants. I promise I won't wear boxers when you guys are around here. So
Where are those all?
What? Man, you ain't gonna win no.
See, now you guys are winning. Nah, but like, I wear boxers. I promise. But
just boxers.
Just boxers.
Completely naked.
No, but you know what?
He's like, I did what I promised.
I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So basically, I grew up in an old school, old traditional Filipino family household, and I have to tell you, every time I brought my friends over, my dad was like half naked. Like he always had like no shirt and just shorts and like flip flops. He used to walk around. I'm like, oh my gosh, that put a shirt.
You were I'm
carrying on that legacy, but this time I'm wearing a shirt and no pants.
Oh God!
You were allowed to bring friends over, bro.
I know.
Friends in my house at all, dude. No
Yeah, no, seriously. No, my parents were strict, and to be honest, like I think like that's why I go a little crazy with my collecting and like whatever I see I like, I kind of pick up because
time.
Yeah, make it for lost time. Like, you know, the only time I got to play like Nintendo or Sega is when I went over to my friend's house, you know.
Well, let me ask you this, PJ. Those people that say that you collect toys, have they actually come to see your collection?
Yeah, they saw my collection, and then they started realizing, they're like,
okay, bingo. Because I had the same thing, and then until they got here, and like, damn, and they just froze. You know what I mean? So, you know, you can say they're toys until they see them in person, then they ain't toys no more.
Yeah, exactly. Let me ask you this, and I read an article on this, and I don't know if you guys want to chime in on this, but I read that we're called the Peter Pan generation because the ages from 25 to 44, we are, you know, still in like this comic book and collecting like statues or, you know, figure like, you know, mindset and playing video games. And to me, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I think why think older? Just, you know, if you could, you know, if you have a mindset of an 18-year-old, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you're enjoying things that you're growing up as a kid, there's nothing wrong with that. But they're calling us the Peter Pan generation.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that too.
Could be called worse things.
What's the alternative? Just be miserable, become an
that's what. Hey, listen. You know, and I'm curious to see.
Don't spend it on strippers. I spend it on statues. Get over it.
And you know what? My wife is. She's actually. Because people ask her, like, you know, like her friends, like, you don't mind like your husband collecting like toys or statues? And she's like, no, I don't. I don't mind him playing video games or collecting statues because he's not out like doing drugs or, you know, going to strip clubs every night, you know?
Bottom line, do what makes you happy.
Exactly.
Bingo.
You only get one ride on this rodeo, and do what makes you happy.
Exactly. Amen. Amen.
It's nobody's business.
I know.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. That's the, you know, you want to include them, but
yeah.
it's your deal.
Yeah,
because
you know what?
Bruce Wayne said so.
That's right.
And you know, and you know, referring back to, you know, what Tim said about this community, I think that's what helps. Like, you know, because when you first start collecting, you don't meet anyone, you don't know anyone. Then you start joining the groups and you start meeting people, and then you're like, all right, good. Like, you know, there's more, you know, there's a good community out there.
So. Well, yeah, I think society in general is very jarring because there's always a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy to everything.
Of course.
And when you get into a new hobby or a new anything, you see the hierarchy unfold in front of you, and it's very like jarring. You're like, how do I get noticed, or how does anybody even see me? Or and that's all any of us want. We want to be seen, and we want to share, and we want to meet with one another. But it is really impossible, especially in a community like ours. It's very busy. There's a lot of personalities. There's a lot of different likes and dislikes and tastes and styles.
Yeah.
That it's like it's really hard to find people that you really vibe with and like lock in on. So I mean, you know, I've been at it for a while. There's guys who've been at it for way longer than me. But you know, it's hard. It's hard to connect, man.
Yeah.
We all try our best, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, and referring to me, you know, when I know you guys see, you know, the people that are new to this chat watching right now, like if you guys watch like our previous episode, me and Rodney, we have two, we're like we're just two totally different. But we get along, and that's the beauty about it. You know, like, you know, there be like, I'm telling you, like in our chat, in our Facebook chat, you'll see like Ryan and Thor just be completely silent, and it'll just be me and Rodney. As soon as me and Rodney start not arguing, like more discussing about a topic, oh my gosh, you see
Pretty
like
much.
Thor like going from being chatty to like he's out. Like he's like, oh shit, they're talking about edition size again.
It's like this. I was telling Ryan earlier, man, I'm glad you ain't staying in the room with us because y'all two ain't gonna be arguing all night, keeping me up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, we ain't supposed to agree on everything.
no, that's cool, but y'all ain't gonna be sitting up here edition size till the sun start raising. You know what I mean?
PJ starts it.
No, I'm not gonna say anything. But
Hey Ryan, don't we have a few more picks we supposed to look at, brother?
Yeah, anything going on in the chat too, Ryan? Sorry that I'm making you,
Cool, I'm used to it.
He's the tech guy slash life coach.
and life coach.
I thought you fired him though.
No, oh yeah, but, we don't have nobody else. So.
Rehired.
Is this the last pick you want to show me or want me to show?
No, the ones we had. Didn't we have some like the Batman Who Laughs and all that stuff from the back? Like they showed
Steven?
them.
Yeah.
And they had,
You're showing us yet?
Chris, did you read Batman Who Laughs?
There was an individual issue that had that cover. I can't remember what it was, but I did get that. I have not read the entire Metal series yet,
Okay.
but that is next on my list. Currently, I am reading book 1 of No Man's Land. I've never read those, and it is so good so far. And everybody I've talked to loves the story.
Love them.
So I'm about halfway through the first one, and then as soon as I'm done with that, then I'm going to go over to Metal.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I read. I like the story you're talking about, the origin for for Batman Who Laughs. I like that more than the Metal.
Yeah, and that's like I guess I just like my Batman simple. I like him kind of by himself. I like it gritty, like where he was first starting out, meeting the villains. He was more of a detective. I just really like those type of stories. And so whenever you add all the alien creatures and weird, bizarro worlds and stuff, I just don't get into it as much. I guess I'm just a little bit more old school, I guess. But
Yeah, no,
I'm kind of teetering on that very end of that Peter Pan thing you were talking about, PJ. But those are just the stories I like. But I have a feeling I'm going to have a little bit of a hard time getting into Metal, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So No Man's Land was another Batman one?
Yeah.
oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
You
I
guys-
don't think I've seen that one.
It's a very long story too. I mean, there are like 4 really thick books that it's all about like this kind of, I don't know, is it post-apocalyptic
Was
where
it like
It was the earthquake.
the big earthquake, and
Did you read Cataclysm? Or
no, I didn't. And they said I should have read that first.
Yeah, you gotta read
that's
Cataclysm, yeah. And that's when Oracle first comes out, I believe. Was around Cataclysm, I think. But yeah, that's a great story. Great story.
Yeah, I should maybe I'll read book 1 and then go back and read that, and then go and read 2. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I don't own it. I need to go pick it up.
Oh yeah. I think that's only one book too, so it shouldn't be too long. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
thank you.
No problem.
Just real quick, guys. I know. I think they showed some footage of the Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix one.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know. I get goosebumps looking at it because I feel like it's going to be, and again, it's from the beginning, they said it was going to be a very dark noir type film. I don't like that they've given him a name, but I don't know if that'll actually be his name because the Joker, he has so many different origins, and that's what I love. So people are pissed off about, well, they give him a name, and we're not supposed to really know his origin, but this might just be one of his origins. And then they might do another different movie. I think that I don't know if I love what DC is doing right now with all the different films all over the place, because I really love what Marvel has done with the continuous story. But I think it was Scott Snyder that said, really with DC, it's more dark and gritty, and there's just all of these different pieces. So I can see that they want to do that like that. But I'm really excited about his portrayal. I think he's a great actor. And again, it's just supposed to be kind of a I don't know, just dark and maybe I don't know. It's based on what I think was going to be the Killing Joke, where he's a failed clown or a failed comedian, and I don't even know. Probably Batman might not even be in it until the very end, maybe, or something. It'd be interesting to see what they do. Yeah. Matt Reeves is filming that Batman movie, so I'm wondering if maybe that will be the same Batman. Whoever that is, the younger Batman will be in that because it doesn't take place in the 80s.
I think so. I think it does take place in the 80s. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it looks really good in my opinion.
Yeah, what do you guys all think of it?
I dig it.
I'm curious. I need to see more.
Yeah.
The outfits kind of threw me off a little bit, but I haven't seen the video footage, so I guess I got to look for that.
But it's crazy if you look at the outfits, like it looks like the '80s Joker costume, like it, had the orange and it just reminds me of that. And of course, people are mad about the clown makeup, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be the final version of what we see. I think we're going to see his slow transition into madness, not just caused by Batman, but he was already in place to begin with. Yeah. So I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
But Joker's my favorite villain of all time, right above Darth Vader. Right above. I like Palpatine, but Joker's always been my favorite. So anything with Joker in it, I love.
Yeah, same.
Mac. I'm interested to hear what he's going to sound like in his laugh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going off because
that's what makes it.
That's what's going to make it. So the dude's a great actor. So I hope he can pull that off because if not, I don't know if it's going to go too well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's what kind of turned me off to Jared Leto because he really didn't nail that laugh, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
No.
Hold on, what the fuck is that?
I agree with you, but he was doing his own. He was going for more psychotic, dark Joker, and not like, you know what I mean? Like his different Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It was.
Whether it was right or wrong, it's up for debate.
Yeah, but nothing beats. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mac.
I was going to say that's just a hard character to pull off.
Definitely.
Very.
Definitely.
And sometimes the laughs kind of grow on you. I remember the first time I heard the laughs of Heath Ledger, and he's my favorite version and always will be. But I remember those laughs. And I'm like, this is weird. Like it doesn't sound like a Joker laugh that I'm used to. But then whenever you actually see it, it's like it makes sense. And, it's of course priceless. But so I'm real optimistic.
Yeah. For me, like I agree. We have to wait and see till he comes out with the laugh and how he portrays the Joker like later on as he progresses through madness. But I wonder I'm trying to remember what people were saying when they first casted Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Oh, people hated it.
People hated it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they hated it when they put the circles around his eyes.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he showed up with the dark eye makeup and then the cuts in his mouth, I remember people hating it, and I was like, "What? This looks great."
Yeah.
But I mean,
it was just that close-up shot, kind of a dim image, and that was the first thing we saw of him.
Yeah, he was on the frosted glass making a smile.
Yeah.
It never bothered me, that one.
Yeah, but I remember when I think from what I remember when the people like Heath Ledger, he's too good looking for it to be a Joker, right? Yep. That was the number one thing I heard. But then he turned out amazing, but to be from what I heard, that kind of like his transition in trying to portray the Joker, and I think Jack Nicholson kind of warned him like it's gonna make you crazy because he locked himself up in a hotel room for like a month trying to perfect the laugh. And that's what I heard. I think Did you watch
the documentary about him?
No, I was going to ask you. If you guys about it?
Yeah, it was fantastic. He did lock himself away, and he just worked on all of his movements and he did all the little noises and stuff. But a lot of his friends, they said, because that was the rumor at the time that he. That's why he ended up with the pills and different things is because he, took it too seriously. And they said on set, he was, himself. He wasn't, he was not sick in mind or anything like that. He was just fine. And it was actually just such a dream for him that he really wanted to do this role right. And boy, did he ever.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to top.
What do you think? Tim, what do you think about the new Joker?
Oh, I'm pumped. Yeah, I'm pumped. I feel like I'm a big fan of Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's gonna be pretty good at it.
Well,
I'm very optimistic.
Well, get pumped because I don't know if you saw NewJersey.com. They're hiring extras.
I already signed up for it.
Yeah,
That's
me
awesome.
too.
That's
I signed
awesome.
up for
I already
me.
signed up for it. Yeah, that would be really cool, man.
Yeah, I think they're filming in Jersey City and Newark, right?
Yeah.
From what I read. Yeah, so hopefully, I think you're getting paid. I think get paid if we get hired is like 150 for the day. Fuck
I'll
it.
do it for free.
Yeah, me too.
I would pay them money.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, they filmed the season finale of Gotham in my building.
Oh, nice.
And I'm the elevator operator in my building sometimes. So I was operating the elevator filled with cast and crew. And I mean,
Dang.
the
That
Joker,
is a dream for me. I love Gotham.
oh yeah, it was so cool, man. And they put me
Nice.
on for one take. The one guy that I was like talking to the whole time, he was like, "Come with me," you know, and like that was so cool to like watch it like live happen. I never experienced that before. The guy who cool, yo, that guy was so Alexander. Yo, he was so cool. Every day he saw me, every time he saw me, he said, "Hey, Tim, how you doing? You know, how's everything?" Like, why are you talking to me? I'm the elevator button.
Did he call you a Tim or a Tim?
Tim?
Okay.
Yeah, because
So
some
even
people
he
can
got it
get
right.
it after one chunk. Jesus, bro.
Which actor was this?
I think his name is Alexander. I can't pronounce his last
What
name.
was role in the show?
Ra's al Ghul.
Oh,
Oh, him. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
okay.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. He's done a lot of different things.
He did Star Trek or something like that, right?
I'm looking
I
him up
think
now.
so.
He was
did
on
one
Game
with
of
Star
Thrones,
Trek.
I think. I mean, I don't even watch it, but I remember it was on one.
Yeah,
day.
he was.
Wait,
Yeah, he's
wait,
on
hold
Game
on.
of Thrones.
Did you just say you don't watch Game of
I
Thrones?
don't. Yes,
He
I
was-
don't watch Game of Thrones. All y'all out there
He
don't watch
was,
it.
It's a king. His daughter or some they killed him. Yeah, but he was on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he was one of the. Saints.
Spoiler alert. Thanks, Rob.
Spoiler. Yeah.
Are you? That was like seasons ago.
That's,
Though.
that's what they did.
Thanks.
We're way past that.
Alexander Siddig.
Hey, I'm getting ready to watch season 1 next week. Thanks a lot.
well, don't watch season. What was it like? Episode.
I'll forget by then. Don't worry.
Yo, Brian, what's going on in the chat? Any good comments?
Let's see.
Yeah, man, I'm a Game of Thrones fan. I love that.
Yeah.
It took me a while to like it. Now I like it though, but I didn't at first.
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while. You just gotta get past like episode 5 and 6. Because everything is just kind of like all over the place. You don't know what the hell's going on. Like, you know.
Hold up. Bronx Collector brought up a good point. He said, where we gonna go see Venom next week? We do gotta make a plan for that.
That's very.
Yeah, we had to. We need to talk to Jem because I know he wants to watch it, and
Yep.
we'll plan it. We'll plan it. You know, off air and stuff. Like we'll plan something out.
Well, if the people in chat want to go, we gotta connect with them also in the group. That's how we organize.
Join the group, and
Join the
we'll-
group, and we'll organize a trip New York Comic Con to go see Venom. So
And we're talking about the Darth Castle.
that's an open mic group on Facebook.
Dark Castle open mic.
And also join Batman Statue Collector Brotherhood of the Bat also. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
no problem.
If
Yeah,
anybody wants to be on the show, reach out, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is open mic.
Yeah,
For
y'all
a
can come
reason.
on here right now if you want.
Yeah.
Just send me your
Just bring a
email
microphone. Some people.
Oh God.
This is you and PJ part 2 right here.
Yeah, should be a drinking game.
Yo,
How much?
Ryan better hope he's 6'8".
Right, 6'4" ain't gonna do it.
All I'm saying is there's this thing called forethought. You can charge your phone before the show. I'm just saying.
Sorry, bro. I was having sushi. That was way more important than charging my phone.
I'm just playing.
This is a drinking game. How much can Ryan give him shit for his mic?
I was gonna try to mess with my mic, and I just knocked my entire rig off. So
I thought Chris was turning into
He's like, you
Joker.
better stop from laughing.
Wait, Thor, I haven't gotten to you. What do you think about Joker and
I like. When is this movie supposed to come out?
Next October, I think.
next
Next-
October?
yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, that's a
Usually
whole
a year
year.
from
I mean, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I was wondering if that makeup was the final product, and I was also wondering are they gonna do like the Red Hood thing? Because he was like the Red Hood before he was the Joker. So I don't know.
I would love that.
That would be cool. Yeah, I think that would be
Love
really,
it.
So
And if you notice, like I don't know if there's another clip that was kind of leaked where he's in a phone booth crying, and if you notice that his red is all faded off on his nose, so a lot of people were mad about the red nose,
He's wearing a
but
wig too, right?
and he kind of like hits his head on the glass and the wig kind of comes off, but because he's the clown version of him, but I'm assuming that he like loses his job or something like that. But it's interesting that because a lot of people were upset about that red. And but that scene, it's really faded. He doesn't have it on there at all, really. So I think we are going to see a transition throughout the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's totally accurate.
Yeah.
Down on his luck guy goes crazy.
Yep, absolutely.
Falling down, the Joker version.
That's right. Yeah. I don't think that's really that far off. I think actually, I think it'll be close.
accurate.
Yeah, I do.
That was a good
Did you
movie.
see
Falling
that
Down.
was my movie.
Yeah, classic.
Did you see the clip where he pulls the guy's nose off and rolls it?
I don't think I did.
So he's walking out of like the club, and he's dressed casual, no makeup or anything. He's got like groceries, it seems, and I guess his clown boss like comes chasing after him, and he just like they're talking, you can't hear what they're saying. He's smoking a cigarette, and he just pulls his nose off and just rolls it down the street and starts laughing as he walks away. And I was like, yeah, this looks like there's going to be a lot to chew on when you watch this.
Mhm.
It's not just going to be like some dumb clown movie. It's going to be pretty serious, I think.
Rodney, what do you think?
Like I said, I haven't seen these videos yet. I just saw the pictures, and the pictures kind of threw me off a little bit. But I do think it's like him in transition, him down on his luck before the final reveal of the Joker. So I'm curious to see more. I'm gonna have to peep these videos out y'all are talking about.
I'll send him in the link. Ryan, what do you think?
I don't know.
He's coming up with
I don't know. I mean, it's so early that it's so early for me to even lean either way. I gotta see the first trailer first.
Okay, sounds good.
Fair enough. Speaking of first trailers, what about that X-Men trailer?
Oh my God, the Dark Phoenix. Oh my
Ryan,
God.
would you like to elaborate, sir, since you're the X-Man?
Me and Tim.
Yeah,
I
y'all
got that
break
ready
it down,
for
X-Men
You nailed
people.
it, bro.
I know. Hooked on Phonics is finally working for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I think the whole thing's garbage. You're just kind of just sitting here waiting for the Marvel to reboot it so that doesn't suck.
Yeah, I totally agree, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
That's crazy.
I got one more. It's like,
Yeah, you know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for the 1 or 2 big set pieces that they do. And maybe we'll get like a really cool scene or image or shot that I'll be able to carry with me until I die. But aside from that, I'm pretty sure the movie in general is going to be a rehash of X-Men 3. That's
there's
what
a
it seems
rumor
like.
that Sinister
Really?
might be in there.
Hey,
There's a rumor Mr. Sinister might be in there.
that's depressing.
Tough crowd.
It is
man.
depressing.
Yeah.
I know. It doesn't look good to me.
Hey,
It
Tim,
looked good to me
Tim,
too, yeah.
Hudson, did you hear? Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, the director Simon Kinberg, and he wrote X-Men 3.
Oh,
No, are you serious?
someone punched me in the
Well, but he didn't.
He wrote the good ones too.
Maybe because the other guy directed it. What's his name? The Rush Hour dude. No.
Ryan Singer.
No.
No, you're talking about Brett Ratner.
Brett Ratner.
Didn't he do 3? Brett Ratner.
He directed 3.
Yeah,
Justin
so I'm
Singer directed
hoping.
the first 2.
I'm hoping
Was 3 the one that had Apocalypse?
No,
No.
we're talking about the original 3.
the first
Oh,
Dark
Okay.
Phoenix.
When they did their first Dark Phoenix was
Oh
phenomenal.
yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Maybe due to Sandag, Ratner, you messed up what I wrote. So
You know
this time I'm
you know
gonna
what's funny?
direct.
My favorite, the only redeeming part of that movie for me, for 3, was when they had that jungle scene, and like I kept rewinding it and trying to figure out when Wolverine, not jungle, when Wolverine's in the forest and he's fighting all those mutants, where it's like trying to figure out who's what mutant.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that, Aiton? I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even that movie, you know, right? It is universally shamed, right? But
Oh yeah,
even
it's awful.
there's still some stuff, right? Like the moment where Angel jumps up out of that thing and spreads his wings and jumps out.
Flies out of the window. Yeah.
Just that moment, I'll take with me forever. And I'm like,
And that was Ben
I like
Foster.
that moment.
And that was
Yeah.
Ben Foster,
Yeah, Ben
terrific
Foster,
actor
yeah.
playing that small part. It was like, geez.
Yeah, horrible. But
He was
Pretty
good.
bad.
when Magneto is standing in the road and flips the cop cars and lifts them up and crushes them and pushes them to the side,
That was
great moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the moment that follows that directly is the horrible Juggernaut we got. So you kind of forget how good that
God.
moment was, but that moment was beautiful, you know. So
Well,
that's all I'm looking forward to is what else we can get.
well, I was gonna ask you guys, like, speaking of Juggernaut, like, what do you think about the Deadpool Juggernaut?
Yeah, I was into it.
I thought it was awesome. Would you say it, Tim?
I was
You cut out.
I was into it. I was not happy that he got something shoved in his ass to.
I'm sure he wasn't happy about that either.
Yeah, that just kind of.
You know the joke that he said about turning Colossus into like a sea ring. I was like, I don't need this. I don't need.
Yeah, but it's Deadpool, you know. It's just.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty. I liked it, but I didn't take any of it too seriously because it's Deadpool, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's if you I break things down way too much. I mean
Yeah,
Colossus
you did.
punched at him and he broke his wrist right there. And then in the literal next scene, he wrapped something around that wrist and punched him with it. I'm like,
I was gonna say, I was like, didn't
does your
wrist
wrist break or
break?
not? Yeah, like what are we going with here?
Yeah.
But
I don't know how his metal works. Maybe the metal just bent too much. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
either.
all I have to say is that as long as Dark Phoenix is better than the Predator movie, I'm like,
Rest assured.
I think it will be. I think it will be.
Yeah.
So did anyone change any other pre-orders besides Thor?
Change any
Like,
Modify,
Oh,
cancel, anything.
I had another delay or rumor of a Punisher delay again. That's
are
great.
you serious again?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
It was a rumor or it actually happened?
Well, some people got a notice. I haven't gotten a notice yet, but I had it delayed to October, and now somebody on Facebook was saying they got a delay notice for November. So I'm expecting another delay for Punisher.
I'm getting in that Prime 1 Megatron Beast Wars. I'm really excited for the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That thing's big, isn't it?
Megatron. Yeah, it looks wide as shit.
Yeah, it's
It looks like
crazy.
wide. I've already got a place for it on top of the Besta. It's going to take up the whole top Besta, looks like. But
Those pieces are insane.
they're,
So
the
much
Beast
detail.
Wars ones, the Beast Wars ones, I think are better than the G1, the Generation 1 ones. The base
Yeah.
is like so much better.
They're neat. Prime 1 just continues to improve. Like
Yeah.
when I get them in hand, like I look at them, I'm like, how did they paint that?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
how did they get that sculpted? Because it's just there's so much fine detail. It just boggles my mind. I don't know how they do it.
I'm so
Only
happy
problem-
they don't have an X-Men license.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
my
yeah.
I'm
favorite
so
thing.
happy.
Yeah.
I would
It's
take
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like happy, but not happy that they don't have a Star Wars license. But
Oh boy.
if they had one, oh my goodness.
They've
Yeah,
been
because
killing Star
they do
Wars.
a great job representing. I mean, they don't. XM's a little different, right? Because they'll take a little bit of artistic liberty with some of the stuff, which can can work a lot of times and then kind of work against it, right? But what I like about Prime 1 is like my Transformer G1s, like the Megatron and the Optimus. They look like they just came out of the cartoon
That's
for the
all.
most
Yeah.
part,
I've had some conversations with Mr. J at Prime 1, and he has this artistic vision, and he has these images in his head that he clearly wants, and he likes it clearly when it's taken directly from a page from the books. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm talking about.
which there are times where I feel like it works. There are times where maybe it doesn't. Like the Prime 1 Nightwing, where
The
that
new
is
one
kinda-
you're talking. The new one.
yeah. I mean, it got canceled.
Oh, thank
Um,
goodness.
How
'cause
come
Yeah.
it got quit? How come it got? Was it because of
No.
the feedback?
Well, no, I actually talked to him too, and he said that management didn't have high hopes for it anyway. And then, with some of the feedback and people not liking it, it was just kind of, dead on arrival, really.
Was the issue the pose or the look, like the paint?
I think it was the pose. A lot of people just felt like it was very static and kind of action figure like.
Why did they do the twirling baton thing?
Well, the thing is that, I think that they had, from what I heard, and I think even Steven said it, is that he said that there was going to be multiple switch outs, but we never got to see any of them.
Wow.
But the weird thing is that statue, because like I said, he just filmed for me this week, and he, the Nightwing's still there. They didn't pull it. So I thought that was interesting, because usually, if a statue is going to be canceled, they pull it off the show floor.
Yeah, or why wouldn't they just try to rework it and be like, "Hey guys, we're gonna."
I don't know.
We're gonna
I mean,
totally
because like the art, that he does have that twirling effect in the Hush art. And I
Yeah,
think I'm assuming that was going to be one of the swap outs, maybe the
Well, that-
exclusive or something.
DC Collectibles nailed that with their 8-inch scale
Yeah.
black and white Robin. I thought that was really cool. The Jim.
But I kind of pressed and said, is that does that mean the line is going to be going away? And they said that Catwoman is still on the radar. So maybe they are going to rethink of kind of how they're going to do it. But I know I talked to Kelvin at one time, and he said that they were not going to do the Hush Joker, and maybe it's a possibility now because obviously people are liking the line. So I don't know. I think that there's going to be some really cool stuff coming out. Again, my wallet is going to be bleeding dry.
So do you think the reason for the feedback isn't because it was actually that bad, or it might not be able to be sold for what they want to sell it for, right? Maybe the price doesn't match all you're getting. Because I don't think it was that bad. I just think it doesn't look like a $900 statue to me.
Well, yeah, I think that's a big problem. Is they're pieces that they want to make because they're fans themselves. They really want to bring these to the people. But I feel like a lot of times that the ones that they really want to bring that maybe might not be so popular, they're not going to sell as well, and so it riskier for them to produce it.
Right.
And I think that happened in the Arkham line. I again, with the Sideshow line, I wanted a whole line. I wanted them to do Poison Ivy, and I wanted them to do Penguin and Riddler to kind of close that line out. But that line is done, which they did do a tremendous amount of pieces, and I'm very, very thankful for that. But it was just because some of their other pieces weren't selling as well. So, and I get it. They're a business. They're going to want to move on to pieces they think will sell a lot for them. And
what is that sound?
Yeah, well said, man. That makes a lot of sense to me.
What's that sound that keeps going off?
I don't know.
It's like
Hey, Chris,
I hear it. Yeah, go ahead.
I always wanted to ask you about that Arkham line because I always felt like it was. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
It's
Sorry,
me.
that's the studio.
Oh, okay.
No, it's me.
It's not a big deal. Just curious.
I with the Arkham line, I always felt like it was their stepping stone to be able to do other scales.
Yeah, I mean, did anybody know of Prime 1 before the Arkham line? Yes, they had some Transformer stuff, which was really great. But I feel like that line elevated them to where they are now. And to show the level of detail that they could put in these things. I mean, again, before I had my first Prime 1 piece, I bought the Batman Arkham, the very first one they came out with. And even when I first saw that, I was kind of like, they premiered him and I wasn't 100% sold. But then it kind of grew on me. And then, once I got that 1/3 scale in, do you guys have 1/3 scales? Anybody else?
Yeah,
I know.
I have the Miller Batman.
Yeah. I mean, what is your thought when you first got that thing in and you first set it up? You're like, holy crap, this thing is amazing.
It's my absolute favorite Batman.
Yeah.
Out of every Batman I've seen, that Miller Batman ain't going nowhere.
It is big, but that's my favorite scale. I love 1/3 scale. I think it's perfect. I feel like half is a little bit too big in my eyes. And I feel like 1/4 is still great, but I just love 1/3. And that, I think just the presence of the piece and then all of them getting each piece. I mean, every single time I got one of them, it was better than the last one. And so, when I got Deathstroke in, it's a beautiful statue.
Yeah.
And so I do feel like that line definitely put them on the map. But as they got more popular and they got more and more licenses, I could see where they're going to want to branch out now. It makes sense.
Right. I agree with Chris on that too, because like my first Prime One piece was at Deathstroke, and it was like I had that was like my third piece, so that was after the Red Hulk and the Gladiator Hulk, and I just got that Prime One piece, and it was like just a complete difference as far as what I was used to getting. And that's
one piece. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they're huge, and when they're like all together, like it's just like this presence. As you guys, I don't know if you guys can see behind me.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
With that toothpaste, that will be mine one day.
That's it.
Well, that Beyond for me, that's the one I always wanted. I
I
love that
agree,
Beyond.
man. I think that's the best piece out of that.
That Beyond one is vicious.
That and
Yeah.
Deathstroke are really nice.
Yeah,
I like the Batman too, to be honest.
Yeah, I like that Batman too.
Hot
Do you
Toys.
have the Prestige? Do you have the Prestige Batman? Is that the one with the silver? I mean, the gold chest?
Yeah, that's the Prestige.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What does he have? A gold chest?
yeah, he has a gold chest.
If you get to a certain point in the game, complete the game, then you get the gold.
Yeah, and I like that one. And I like that one too because the suit's darker. So I didn't really like the. I didn't really like the standard version because I was more like the gray suit, which was okay. But I like the Batman to be like more of the black suit. So
yeah, what do you think of that battle damage one?
I like it, but I think if I had a choice, I'd still go with the Prestige.
Yeah,
just my opinion.
Hey, somebody in chat had a good question. They, I think it was Ed Dude. Yeah, Ed Dude was asking if anyone knows if Prime One is officially done with Marvel pieces after Venom.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
And I think that's another one that they partner with Sideshow on, just like the New 52 line, right?
Yeah.
I believe you're correct. But I have not heard anything on my end as to the Marvel license.
What about the New 52? Do you know if they're doing an Aquaman? Please
I don't.
Yes.
I don't. I would assume. I would assume yes.
Okay. It's
But
the
I
only
have
one
not-
they have
not
left.
been told. Yeah, I would assume. I think they'll complete that.
I hope not. I hope
Especially
they
with-
do.
I think Batman's probably done very well for them. I mean,
Did he sell out? I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
I don't know. I think it's probably getting close. I think it will, because it's a really great piece.
I think it's one of the best Batman 1/4s out
What
there.
what other Marvel ones did they do besides
They
the
did
Spider-Man?
Scarlet Spider and Venom, and
What's the white guy? The white.
Anti-Venom.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Anti-Venom. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, I think Jem has two. He'll have all three of those.
Yeah,
And
the
they're
only one I
all
could
they're all
think
great
of is
pieces too.
Yeah, 2099. The paint on that blue is maybe my favorite paint of the year.
I love
Yeah.
this. That,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Beautiful statue.
That paint, that paint comes out crazy.
Yeah, I love that 2099.
Do you have that
It
one?
doesn't have like a cloud effect or something on it. That white.
Yeah,
It
Yes.
has
Wow.
smoke coming
yeah,
off
it's
of
got
it.
the
I like-
smoke on the bottom.
How does that look in person? I always thought that was cool looking.
Well, yeah, I think it looks. I'm staring at it right now.
I was gonna say I forgot you had it. Like, you
Yeah.
have it?
nice.
Yeah, it looks really good. It doesn't come off cheesy.
Yeah,
So
art
yeah,
direction was really well done.
yeah. The only thing that sucks about that is that damn spider cape. That you have to like heat that thing up before you insert it into the back. Because if not, you snap that thing right
Snap
now.
it like Alex.
Which is exactly it's
Well,
exactly what I
didn't
did.
Jem break
So-
his too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot
he
of people
broke.
did.
Yeah, Jim broke the foot, the peg that goes into the bottom.
Ah, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yikes.
Mac, would you have preferred that to be like a fabric?
I don't know how they. I guess no, because it wouldn't. I don't think it would look right.
You think there would have been too many textures there because
Yeah, it'd have been too many
textured,
Right, and I think
then
it.
there's a clear on the base, and then the
Right,
base
right.
is like a different. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think it actually looks better. It looks better. So I have the actual. They sent me a replacement, but I still have the broken one in because it's so much. I put it in one piece at a time, and I don't have to worry about breaking the new one. I still have it, but I just haven't.
Easy.
Yeah. So
Hey, since we're talking about Prime One's 1/4, what do you guys think of their New 52 Wonder Woman? I know, like,
Yeah.
I'll start it off. The face is starting to grow on me a little bit. The regular face,
I don't even remember.
exclusive
So,
face. I
so,
think
throw it
started-
up so we can see.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm staring at it right now. I should just throw it out.
you said
Oh,
the new
man, selfish
52, right?
share.
I know.
Oh,
she
this
was
is the
staring
one
at it.
y'all hated, ain't it?
Yeah.
I didn't
yeah,
like
I
it at
believe it
first,
is.
but the regular head, the left one, is starting to grow on me a little bit.
Nah, I ain't crazy about this.
Or actually, wait, no, I'm sorry. Both portraits come with the regular. It's the axes, double
Okay.
axes. I think.
I like
is
the one,
exclusive.
the portrait on the left when she's not snarling at you.
Yeah, I don't like the angry face one. It like she looks like.
Now, what's the whole pose? Is she just standing there holding the sword and the shield, or what's?
So needy, Rodney. No, I'm just kidding. It's a.
Well, yeah, I
I'm
gotta
just
know
joking.
why that.
This is the regular pose, and
Uh,
and then let me see if I can find the.
I actually don't mind the angry face.
You can pose. You can interchange the double axe or single axe.
The thing that kind of killed me about this and being such a Prime 1 follower is that I got to see all the digital renders ahead of time. And the digital render on her was one of the best face sculpts I've ever seen.
And they just screwed up, didn't they?
It was beautiful. And I don't know what happened in
Yeah.
translation here because this is an okay statue. I feel like the rest of the statue especially looks really good. The base is good. But something lost in that because the digital render was just flawless. Beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes the paint changes everything.
It does. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of this one.
So is anybody ordering? Just switch gears a little bit. Unless does anyone have any other Prime 1 chat to talk about?
Well,
Oh,
Oh wait, when is Rodney ordering Harley?
Harley is going on my list for next year. So right now I got
Shit, son!
Slow clap. I like it. Slow clap.
Yeah, Harley's gonna be on there, but I gotta get the deluxe to get her, which I'm nervous about because I don't know what they're gonna say the price is.
she's 1/3, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm wondering, are they gonna go Lobo prices or is it gonna be maybe $1,000?
Do you really like that extra Joker head?
Absolutely, I gotta
Yeah,
get it with that.
I think that's a must.
But
Yeah.
they
looks
haven't
weird
said,
next to a
they
half
haven't-
pipe.
yeah, they haven't said that they were going to separate that out.
Oh, I thought that was part of the dog.
Dude, that was a fan done image.
Exactly, yeah.
Are you serious?
They were just suggesting it. They said,
They were playing on my emotions.
they were. And Prime 1 has said nothing. I would assume that they will leave it as is, just because of it's the art direction. It's what they wanted. So I
Kinda looks
guarantee.
weird without it.
Cool.
I don't know. I like the clown head, but it's just. I think it'll be that. I think it'll be. I'm going to predict. I'm going to go 1,300.
Okay, I would get it for 13.
Yeah,
I
I'm going
would.
13.
That's a good price, I think. Especially with the light ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
all-
saw,
that's on
I
my
saw
list.
that light color changes, right?
Yeah, but it's literally like little Christmas lights. Like it's like it's got a little battery pack. I think in the back. I think it's just like where you can buy it like Walgreens or something.
LED fairy lights.
Yeah, that's all it is. So I don't think that'd be a very big expense, and it's not like it's internal. It's not it's just something you add to the outside.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
touch though. I like.
Yeah,
it.
I love it. I love the different colors. Yeah.
Absolutely love that piece.
Just to switch gears a little bit.
Oh, just a second. I did find out that line with Deathstroke, the comic book Deathstroke, and Harley, it's actually part of a Suicide Squad line.
Yeah, she's that's
Yeah,
the way
so-
she looks. in
Can you remove the
Suicide
sickle
Squad
on
right
it?
now.
What?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rodney. I overtalked.
Well, no, I was just saying that's how she looks in Suicide Squad right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
Rebirth.
And I think that they've kind of announced two more. I can't remember off the top of my head who it was.
Deadshot. Maybe.
Yes, Deadshot and
Deadshot.
maybe Huntress or somebody. I can't remember. It was a female one. But
Oh,
anyway,
the,
yeah, I
the
did.
samurai chick, maybe. The
Oh,
chick-
Katana.
Oh, Katana. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think
That
that's
was
right. I
good.
think it's Deadshot and Katana.
That would go
yeah.
with them being a Japanese
That's cool,
company.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
some love to that. I mean, that's
So I did get that confirmed that is because I kind of had my suspicions because they never really came out and said that. But it is. It makes sense. It's taken directly from the art. So
I
because
always
even
thought
that
she looked
Zod,
cool.
Zod.
Zod.
That's my guy.
yeah, that Zod is from the comic right now
Yeah,
too.
it's a cool
getting that.
piece. Yeah,
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 I've been getting that.
people love that one.
I love that bass.
What were you gonna say,
Yeah, it's
Ryan?
neat.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was gonna say Katana. I always liked Katana and Zatanna and Black Canary. That would.
Yeah, they teased Zatanna like 2 years ago. Did you guys see the
Oh,
render
boy.
on that? She
It
had
looked
like
good.
she had like a floating skull.
I'll see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, I did see that render.
It was a beautiful render, and I kind of wondered if at the time, because you've seen those things like the Back to the Future DeLoreans that spin on the magnet. Have you guys seen those? Like
or the egg Iron Man that floats on his belly.
Yes, yeah. So I could see like a skull floating like that. That would be pretty awesome on the statue. Could you imagine something floating like that? It'd be pretty neat.
Free advertising for Chris here.
Oh, thank you. This is probably this is old. But should be a preview image of her on there. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
She was really pretty, and I don't know if that was scrapped or not. But they did like 2 or 3 teases of her, so I don't know if it's maybe still on their go-to list. But look at the face; it was beautiful.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I wish she was looking up a little bit more.
She looks like the girl from The Gifted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polaris. Yeah.
Polaris, right?
Oh yeah, she does look like.
But look at that skull! Isn't that cool? Wouldn't that be neat?
Oh, that's sick. If they,
Nice.
Yeah, I dig that. I'd buy that.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Yeah, I thought she was really pretty. Yeah.
Would that be your first DC piece, Tim?
That would. So I'm a big fan of Zatanna and Robin.
Ooh, look at the knee-high boots. That's what Vader.
There goes
This is
Vader.
where we transition to Tweeterhead.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's dope.
They are starting to
There
impress.
you go. Here's your Robin there, buddy.
There it is.
No, not.
Look at them quads. What'd you say, Tim?
No, not this one.
He said no Robin for him.
No.
I am selling my Arkham Robin if you're interested.
Ooh, that's a
know what?
nice
I
one.
really like that Arkham design for Robin.
Yeah.
There's just something about that portrait that just like didn't hit home for me.
Well, it didn't hit home for me either, and I wasn't going to get the good guys at all, and that's actually why I'm selling them, because I just want to go back to my original focus. But that is the one I'm going to have the most trouble selling, because he looks so good. Like it's way better in person than I was expecting. Like his head sculpt, I felt the same way. I was like, I'm not into it. But he's like looking down. He's just so intense that in person, it's really impressive. I really like it. I just don't have room for him now.
What are the ones you're selling?
I'm selling Batgirl.
Say Red Hood. Oh god.
I already sold Red Hood.
Okay, good.
Red Hood I sold just because I didn't love the finish on him. He was different than the other statues.
Oh, you got the story one, right?
I did get the story. Actually, I did a repaint on him.
I know. I saw it. It looks dope.
And somebody really
cool.
wanted it, so I ended up selling it.
Nice.
But I am selling Batgirl, I'm selling Robin, and I'm selling Nightwing, my exclusive. Just because I don't have the room, and I wanted to go back to just Batman in the middle with all the villains surrounding him, because that's what I always like to do. So, those unfortunately have to go.
Well, I was gonna say, Chris, you know what? When you did that room tour, you know what was my favorite part of that room tour was the Joker. When you with the 1/3 Heath Ledger
With the cards.
Oh, the half scale.
Yeah, the half scale one. That was my favorite part of that room.
I love that piece, and that's still an area that's I'm not happy with it yet. I want more. I'd love to have like a Ledger bust there or something, just something to kind of cap that whole area off. But
Did you see
it's
the Queen
definitely a
Studios?
favorite piece. Yes, I have. I really want to see it in person. I talked to some of those guys too when they were whenever they were first showing the images and stuff, because I wanted to know more about how long the silicone was going to last over time, because you hear about that they only last sometimes 10 years. And so that really worried me if I was going to spend that kind of money.
Was the bust you're talking about? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a life-size bust. They actually did 2 different versions. They did kind of a straight on, and then they did kind of a crooked head pose.
Okay.
And so, and the problem is too, is they at the time, and that I think that piece is still unlicensed. But since then, they have gotten a whole bunch of licenses, including Marvel. They're going to do a Loki, I think, and some
Loki
other
looks
pieces.
great.
What's the company again? It's the Queen something, right?
Queen Studios. And I think that they're in the process. I think that they actually were at DC Studios not too long ago, and they haven't really said anything as a result of that. But I'm hoping that that Heath Ledger piece becomes licensed, because I would love to get that one.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So we'll see. And again, that's just a lot of money. So
Yeah, totally.
They did that Wolverine, didn't they?
They did the Wolverine and then that Wolverine hand.
Yeah.
And it looks good.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a good quarter scale Heath Ledger Joker statue.
And that's the crazy thing, I had the Sideshow Batman, the Christian Bale Batman bust, and there was a picture. I think it was Will from Sideshow. I think that they had a photo of his studio, and in the very, very corner was a life-size Heath Ledger bust.
Oh, really?
And I think they quickly removed the photo, but I still have it somewhere. But yeah, because it was really cool. It looked great because they never did a companion piece to that Batman. So I don't know why they didn't, but I would. I had the Hollywood Collectibles Group one. Did you guys that one? It was a life-size bust of Ledger also, and it was okay. But I really want a really good one with real hair.
Oh, yeah, that'd be.
I really want a 1/4 Red Hood from the comics.
Yeah, I think that'd be very popular.
I'd like that.
Again, there's so many characters that they could do, especially in that original line. Like, again, why they haven't done a Robin, they haven't done a Two-Face. Like, I just don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah, but I have to say, going back to that not that Tweeter Robin per se, but Tweeterhead in general, they're really doing such an awesome job.
They're coming up.
Did you see the It statue that they came out with?
Yeah, the Pennywise. Yeah.
There's like I think in the box. I don't know if maybe Ryan could pull it up.
It's a body in it.
Yeah,
little doll.
The little doll. Oh my gosh, that looked pretty.
Which I wonder if they give you different ways to display it though, because it would be a shame to have to leave the box covered so you couldn't show that when you display Pennywise.
At first, I was wondering if that was like real, like he was drooling, but yeah, he is drooling in that.
Is his foot part octopus in this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Couple switch outs. Yeah.
Did you guys see the live deal that Chad had the other day on his group, on his Facebook group?
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Is Chad the guy that was showing the different switch outs?
Yeah. Chad is the owner of Tweeterhead. He had this on his live show, and it looked great. I think it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks good. I think I'm considering picking it up.
No, if you get it from Sideshow, you don't get all that extra stuff though. So
yeah, I'm gonna probably go to Tweeterhead. Yeah, because I want like it because I like the new movie and I want like a statue of it, but I can't pick up that huge. Was it the half scale?
Half scale.
No, I can't do that. My kids will never like come to my room. I mean, I guess if I don't want them to, I can just put it out there. But I just think that like I don't think it will flow well with my wife. I'm like, she'd be like, "What the?"
Especially with the hand coming out.
Yeah.
Tell me about
that
it.
part is
My
cool.
wife hates me to do so, man.
I was just thinking about that. So what were the exact words, Tim, when she laid eyes on the Gorgon princess?
I said, I'm picking something up for a friend. She goes, what? I said, just a thing. And then I walked in with the base, and she was like, oh, wow, that's really cool. And I was like, yeah. And then I walked in with like all the body and stuff like that. And then I walked in with the snake body, and she was like, ew, that's fucking disgusting. See you later, babe.
Hilarious, man.
I will say this before you move on that I did talk to Chad today because I had a question with Thor earlier today about Tweeterhead being at New York Comic Con, and there's a possibility that you might see a piece or two there. It's a possibility. They're still working it out, but he's hoping.
He mentioned that they're going to do some horror stuff next year.
Correct. They have a lot of big plans. He's let me know kind of a lot of the characters that they're working on, and people are going to be blown away. I think that they're going to do so many characters that have never been done before. So if you're a DC fan, if you're a horror fan, I think you're going to be really happy.
I would like a Jigsaw from the Saw movies.
You know what?
You and your damn
Dude on the bike. Shut up. I like that movie. You talk about Star Wars. I like Saw.
That's right.
Hello, Rocky.
Hey, I got all the Spawn movies. I might do a marathon one weekend.
Rodney, I'll put that into Chad tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get them on the
No,
I would
tell
love it.
him Evil Dead. I want Ash. Ash from Evil Dead.
All right.
That would be such a. I love me some Evil Dead.
Didn't somebody preview like the girl on the floor? I saw. Is that Evil Dead 2?
Yeah, that's
What
Evil
did-
Dead too.
Did you guys see that?
Both of them, yeah.
There's some digital render of her on one of the groups this week. I don't remember what it was.
When
Maybe
she's
it's just
opening the
base.
door above her.
Yeah, she's like creeping. It's just all you see is like her eyes and her mouth. So I'm wondering if it's going to be a big base of something, but that's kind of cool.
Oh, that sounds spooky.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Yeah.
for someone to do an awesome Evil Dead statue. I missed out on. I think Sideshow did one, but I missed.
They
out
did. They
on-
did an Ash.
Yeah.
Some werewolf or howling, since
that'd
PCS
be-
may not ever do theirs.
that'd
Or
be
how
cool.
about Teen Wolf or Monster Squad?
Oh, Monster Squad. That's
Day.
Oh my gosh, I love Monster Squad.
I was gonna say that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I love that movie.
Yeah, I remember the part where I think he punched the werewolf in the nuts. He's like,
He
"You
did.
know."
He did.
That was like my favorite line in that movie. He's like,
Yeah.
the werewolf has balls. I was like, oh, shit.
It was always so creepy. Oh, it's so good.
It was that one you can't. Those are the movies you can't.
Yeah, it's classic.
Wait, isn't the Gremlins statue the big huge one when he has like that bow?
ECC.
Oh, that's a
ECC.
great statue. Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming out. Aren't they coming out with what's his name? The actual Gremlin himself. What's his name?
Gizmo?
Spike?
Not Gizmo.
Stripe.
Spike?
Stripe.
Stripe. Yeah.
He was the bad one. Right?
Spike? No.
Yeah.
Spike or
Stripe. Stripe.
Stripe.
yeah. They're coming out with one for him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because isn't he like on that one with Gizmo? Isn't he the one that's like melted on the
I
side?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That creeped me out as a kid.
Yeah, that was an expensive statue, right? Isn't it like?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but it's
Most
neat.
of their pieces are that Jason one is big cake. I know our girl.
I think they're 2,200.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Hey.
price.
Is it
now.
for the Jason or for the Gizmo?
I think Jason was 2,600.
Oh, jeez, Louise! Ow.
What
Yes.
size
Yeah,
is
look-
that?
look-
Is that
look that
third
up, Ryan.
scale?
Look that up, Ryan. I don't want to be.
Yeah, I know our girl Tyranny said she was after that one. So
He's
good
the
luck,
same.
good luck, my dear.
Does she do videos? Because I want to see that one.
I want to get her on the show, man, so she
Cool.
can show us some of these Tyranny. You know,
Oh,
that-
yeah.
Is that the one that has
I
like
see.
that water
the
base?
water, yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so
I
good.
really want to
Yeah.
see that one.
Yeah, it's
Out of my
really
price
good.
range, but I want to see it.
Ryan, what's the price on it?
Oh,
Ryan?
2,600. Oof.
Is
Yeah,
it
that's
1/3 scale maquette?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's big.
This is creepy as fuck.
It's got the
I
dog.
hope I'm not wrong. Cause
Yeah, he's standing over water.
It's big money. I know that.
Yeah,
This is creepy as fuck. There's something.
it's a
wrong with
great
this.
piece.
Yeah. So
Here we go. Hold on.
oh damn.
No, is that it? I don't think that's.
I don't think that's
I
it.
don't think that's it.
No, that is it. That is it. Yeah.
There it
Oh,
is.
Yeah. I didn't know about the other
16.
head.
wait, what's that on the
1600?
bottom? Is that him? It was when he was a kid.
Yeah, that's him as a kid in the water.
Gross, dude. What's wrong with you guys?
How much
That's
is
great.
that?
That's
How much
crazy.
is it? And how big is it? Oh, 1/3 scale. Yeah.
2,800, 2,850.
Oh, hold on.
Boom.
That's
Good.
change. Holy jeez, Louise.
Damn.
Mic
Ooh.
drop.
That ends your prime one for the year.
Go back up, yeah, I mean it looks good though, but damn, I can't afford that. That's,
Yo, can you
wouldn't want it,
look up the price? Can you
Yeah.
look up the price of Gizmo?
I can.
Thank you, sir.
Hopefully he's less. He's got to be less. He's smaller.
Unless
I
he's
think
life
he's
size.
22.
He's what? Oh,
I
you
think
get
he's
better.
2,200.
It
Sold
doesn't
out.
say.
Oh, is he life size?
No,
He's sold out, so they don't have the price.
Is it life size or?
Oh wow.
Oh, it said 14. Does it say 14
Yeah,
inches?
14 inches.
14 inches in height.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 scale, so it is damn. I always wanted a Gizmo.
Yeah. I
I
don't think
got-
I've ever been to their website because I know their prices are out of my range.
I got a question for Mac. Are you going to get the XM Hulk Red Hulk?
I don't know. That's
Oh, the gears are
that's a good. That's a good question.
I love that one.
It's been the gears have been turning for me too, dude.
Yeah, from what I heard, aren't they going to rescale it a little bit though?
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
they said it was between 1/4 and 1/3 right now, and they're going to scale it properly, I guess.
I mean, I like it. I don't, we'll see what happens.
I think it's already done. I think that the artist already posted some pictures of it.
Oh, really?
I don't. It wasn't painted, but
Yeah.
it's too close to 1/3 scale, and they don't have this. They don't have the license. I don't think.
Yeah, and I like the sideshow better. My opinion.
That one never did anything for me.
I like that one better.
So I pre-ordered Starscream.
Oh yeah.
Prime One.
Yeah, no, the XM one.
Oh
Nice.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Does Prime One have one, or is it from the movies?
I think it's from the movies.
I can't do the movie. I don't like the movie Transformers.
Oh, speaking of the Transformers movie,
Fuck yeah.
that-
Bumblebee.
they just came the cartoon one. They just came out with on Thursday a special screening. I think.
Yeah, it was in movie theaters. Like
Yeah, it
the
was in movie
Phantom thing.
I wish I
Yo,
had time to go.
Bumblebee looks awesome, man.
Yeah, did you see all the the bad guys? They look like
Yeah.
they look like the toys. It's awesome.
it looks great.
I think they're
Soundwave?
gonna nail this one.
I wonder if
Starscream was in there too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Prime One's gonna do the movie versions of the a statue of the movie versions.
I bet they do.
If they do
They've done
Soundwave, oh man.
Now, Ryan, would you get those if it looked like the old toys from the Bumblebee movie?
Well, I heard XM was doing a Soundwave, so I might just wait to see what that looks like.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alex was saying he heard rumbling of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the XM
Something
ones are
else.
like a good blend of like the old school with like a new school twist. I think they're nice. They're
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, it's a neat deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he said they might be doing it, but yeah.
So is Bumblebee a reboot?
No, it's
I hope so.
no, it's not a reboot. It's like
It's a prequel, ain't it?
a prequel. I
And
think
how do they explain that if they're showing the
Yeah,
G1
different designs. Yeah, they have
Transformers?
different designs.
I mean, he's still the same design, so I guess that kind of works.
I guess this is before Optimus comes to Earth.
yeah.
No, yeah, that's
And it
cool.
looks like Starscream's somewhat similar to the G1.
Yeah. But you
I
know
know it's
what?
kind of hard. You didn't really get a good look at him, I don't think.
But to be honest, I have to hate Michael Bay for ruining Transformers for me. Freaking-
What about the Ninja Turtles, bro?
oh, that's even worse, man.
Really? I didn't think
I like the Ninja Turtles movie.
Say my kids liked them.
I didn't think it was as bad. I still like the CGI one movie. That's
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care about you guys say, but the first Ninja Turtles movie was even you watch it now.
Vanilla Ice.
Go,
Oh, yeah.
go Ninja. Go.
No, give me the CGI ones.
Wait, wasn't Go Ninja Go from the second one?
No,
Oh, it
yeah,
might-
second.
That was the
Yeah, second
It
one.
was the second one
Okay.
because it had the
Wow.
wolf and the snappy
Yeah.
turtle.
So
Yeah,
Rodney,
Casey Jones, right? In that one.
Yeah, Casey
Yep.
Jones.
Yeah.
Did you say Mac?
says Rodney done like the OG Turtles.
Nah. Give me the remake Ninja Turtles.
Did you ever
Give
see
me the more recent ones.
Did you see the CGI series?
The
No.
series, no.
It was like in like 2030. It's good up until they go to space.
To go
It's
to
like-
space.
Yeah, they go into space at one point, and you're like, what?
Are you talking about
Oh.
the Nickelodeon show?
Yeah, that CGI one. I rewatched it
It was
because
great. Yeah, those were
I
great
loved it.
episodes. And now they're redoing it again. It's a completely different art style.
yeah, it's awful. I haven't
It's a
seen
little
it,
bit
but
more-
it looked awful.
It's a little bit more anime looking to me or something. I don't know.
It looks like Steven Universe or
Yeah,
like
I
that.
don't like it. But the CGI ones were great. They're really cool art.
Was it
why
was it
go to
still
space?
good when they went to space? Because I haven't gotten that far yet.
I don't know. Well, we watched it. It's been probably 2 or 3 years ago, but my kids really were into it at the time.
Okay.
But then we just kind of quit watching it. So I don't think I watched it go into space.
Hey Ryan, Jose Gonzalez just sent us a picture of the Prime One new movie, Bumblebee. So throw that up if you can.
Who sent us a picture?
Jose Gonzalez sent us a picture.
Y'all are gonna laugh.
Oh
but
yeah,
I
they did.
actually
They did.
like
It's a
it.
digital render.
There you go.
See?
Thanks, Jose.
What are we gonna? Yeah, thanks for that. What are you
There it
laughing
is,
at?
yeah.
Wow,
Rodney?
that looks
Oh
good.
no, what was those little that kid movie that you were showing before with the yellow?
What?
You had something on the screen before.
Oh, Metal Alchemist?
Minions?
No, it was a kid movie.
Yeah, it was
the
Minions.
It was
Yeah.
Minions.
Yeah, the Minions. I actually like some of those.
Are you gonna get them?
Okay.
No, I don't know. not. Whoa.
He's
Yeah,
made
not-
Batman mad.
Not unless my not unless,
You
not
made
angry.
Batman so mad.
not,
Talking about Bumblebee for
not
Minions.
unless my girls like
That was
them. I wouldn't, you know.
I know.
That's cool.
And isn't that a weird license for Prime One to do? Like it kind of came
It
out of
is.
nowhere for them.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, what is that doing here? But I did like some of them.
but
Like
maybe
the
they're
one-
just trying to branch out. It's a
How tall are
popular-
they?
They're little. They're like, I don't
Okay,
know, like
that's
that
what I
big.
thought.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
not
they're
very big.
bigger than I
I
thought.
mean, I think they're a little bit bigger than a Funko Pop.
Yeah,
That works.
it
Um,
might be 300 or 400 maybe.
It's a good size, you know.
this
Probably
Bumblebee
said that
looks good.
before.
I want to see that Bumblebee painted, and that lights up like that. That's awesome.
Cool.
Well, good people.
That makes me think of Black Manta for some reason.
Thor. You didn't ask the question, man.
Answer what question?
Oh
Dude,
gosh,
come on.
Oh man.
this is your fault. You got this monster thing started.
Chris, armpit hair, no armpit hair.
No, how come you ain't gonna ask him like you ask everybody
No,
else?
I mean everybody knows what it is by now. Everybody knows what it is by now. Do you want armpit hair or no armpit hair? That's it.
That's the big build up.
No armpit hair.
Oh, okay. When you ask, no, see when you ask like that, of course the answer's no.
Yeah, that's all we need to know.
Okay, Chris. Okay, Chris.
You didn't do the build up like you usually do.
Yeah, come on, man.
That was half-assed. All right, I'll build it up. Chris,
You gotta put the scenario.
yes. Who is the hottest woman you think right now besides your wife? Who
Oh,
is the
God.
hottest woman in your
Celebrity.
celebrity or anybody?
The name that comes to mind, and my wife would agree, is Gal Gadot.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Mm,
That's a good one.
I think
Now-
Gal Gadot.
Okay.
That is a good one.
that is a good one. Now, if she came to you, I mean, this is before
You're
pre-marriage.
not married.
Not married. You meet her, you go out on a date, and you come back to your apartment, and then
Oh,
you
boy.
know
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
she raises her arms up.
And it's a forest down there.
It's like jungle, baby.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Do you proceed or do you turn
Do you
away?
proceed or you go, holy?
It's Gal Gadot.
Yes, it's good.
You proceed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very,
You
very
proceed.
Good,
Very
good.
simple.
Now, if it's just
Proceed.
okay, now moving forward, long term.
Now moving forward.
He
That's a
answered.
good
That was-
question now.
He answered. That's it.
I'm telling you, if it's just one night, anybody will go for it. I'm just saying, you gotta think long term. Then you gotta go for a second date, and she still has the same thing. And the third thing,
She's still Gal Gadot.
Yeah, you got to keep your eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
But maybe a year down the road, you might have a conversation.
yeah, exactly.
If it becomes an afro under there, then you were.
Yeah.
Until then, let's go for it.
I don't know, man. That'd be gross.
It's
If
yeah,
it's
we
in my head.
got to condition that stuff, then it becomes a problem. Huh?
It would be in my. It would
You
be
gotta
in
start
my.
pushing it down.
It would be in my head as I'm proceeding. It would still be in my head. Yeah, I would be like, the lights would be off, and I'd still.
As
Be,
long as she washes it, shampoos it.
Shampoos
Oh
it.
my god.
Oh,
maybe she braids it too, Rodney.
Oh,
oh, man.
Yeah, braid it up.
cross the line. You crossed the line.
Put a shower cap on.
Oh my god.
No,
She's got dreads underneath her arms. Dreadlocks.
They Captain Jack Sparrow under there.
Yes.
He's like,
She
"You wanna
raises
see
it,
my
she's got
first
the
mate?"
two legs.
Oh goodness.
No. I put my got Godot or not got no. I put my foot down. That's what I'm saying.
It becomes a real problem when your friends finally see it for the first time. And they're like, oh, what the fuck? And you're like, and you gotta
Right.
explain that to them.
Hey, that's Gal Gadot.
Yeah. Bingo.
Okay. All right. All right. So all right. Cool.
So next week is New York Comic Con. We will. I mean, we think, Roddy, we're gonna try and broadcast from the room,
No,
or
we
we'll
are-
You know what? I think we should try to do something like after it's over for that day, like from the room, get us all in the room and talk about all. And
I was gonna ask you guys, so are we going to Atim's house after the first day?
Yes, Thursday night. Yeah, we're going.
Thursday night. So I don't know if it's okay with Atim. Maybe we could do a quick live show. I don't know.
Yeah, do a show Thursday night. I'd love to see that.
Hey, just make sure he charges his phone.
So that means we got to bring the ribs back to your house. Is basically what we got to do.
Nah.
You guys can all share that.
no
microphone.
steak place.
I mean, we'll see.
And
We'll see.
We will be live eating ribs while we do the show, y'all. So just
we could do. We could even broadcast it from the rib place. I don't.
No, we ain't broadcasting.
No.
Come on, man.
Too noisy. Too
No.
You won't be able to hear anything.
All you're gonna hear is people like slurping and shit. It's gonna be
Right.
nasty. People are gonna
Really?
vomit live vomiting.
Live vomiting. So we want y'all to join the group on Facebook, Darth Castle Open Mic, and then don't forget to check out Batman Statue Collector and join Brotherhood of the Bat also on Facebook. And thank you for coming on, Chris, and everything. Everybody else, y'all know what time it is with the hairy armpit and everything.
Head and shoulders. And
So, we will be broadcasting from somewhere next week, so count on it, y'all. We appreciate everybody watching, and thanks everybody for coming on. Peace, y'all.
Peace out, guys.
Have a good one.